Chairman Pramod has agreed to escort the next speaker, Girish Ahuja, sir, and present the floor bouquet. It's my privilege to introduce Girish Ahuja, sir, who does not require any introduction. Even then, as a protocol, we'll have an introduction. He's a BCom graduate from Sriram College of Commerce, Delhi University. He's a MCom from Sriram College of Commerce, Delhi University. He's a chartered accountant passed in the year of 1970 and was a rank holder both in intermediate and final. He's a PhD. He has done PhD from Faculty of Management Studies, Delhi University. His experience in employment. Practice as a chartered accountant mainly in the field of direct taxes. He has been nominated by the Government of India as a member of task force and redrafting the Income Tax Act and new income tax law, and the report thereto was submitted to the Finance Minister on 18th August 2019. Nominated by the Government of India as independent director to the Central Board of Directors of State Bank of India for 2 terms. He has been nominated by the government with the approval of Supreme Court to the Board of Directors of Unitech Limited. He has also been appointed as independent director on the board of Ruchi Soya Industries Limited. Nominated as member of High Power Committee constituted by the Government of India under the chairmanship of Justice A.P. Shah, Chairman Law Commission to look into the issue of applicability of MAT provisions in the case of foreign companies and FIIs. Any other issues relating to applicability of direct tax provisions which may be referred to the government or CBDT from time to time. He has authored over 25 books on direct taxation both for the students and professionals, including a concise commentary on direct taxes, compendium of issues on income tax and wealth tax, direct tax ready reckoner, direct tax law and practice, guide to TDS, taxation of capital gains. He is a consultant on tax matter to various industries and non-profit making organizations. He has delivered from more than 3,200 lectures to more than 4,100 on various topics of direct taxes organized by the ICAI, ICSI, Chambers of Commerce, Management Institutes, and various other organizations. He is a patron of Tax Law Educate Society, a non-profit making voluntary organization with the main objective of educate general public and professionals on taxation, law, and allied matters for the last 10 years. He is the president of SRCC Alumni Association for over 20 years. With this brief introduction, I introduce the speaker, Girish Ahuja, sir, and I hand over the floor. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone. Sitting in front of me, of course, the chairman and the newly elected regional council member, Pramod Hegde sir, Guru Prasad Acharya ji, the fellow speaker, the other dignitaries sitting in front of me. If I name one, the other, I don't name it. COVID president is also, chairman is also there. So I want to avoid taking name of others. Ladies and gentlemen, first I have to talk to you about issues in capital gain. Am I right? And then charitable trust. Like Mr. Acharya, you have any question, you keep on asking in between. Don't wait for the session to be over. At any time you can stop me, I can answer you that question. Now, let me tell you, we had the information from wherever source it came that they are going to increase the rate of tax in case of listed securities, long-term capital gain from 10 to 15%. They were interested in that. And of course, for short-term capital gain, 15 to 20%. Because the stock market was booming. Don't think of these days what is happening. I can't help it. But stock market was booming. They said they will accept it. So we should increase by 5%. Even at that 10% when we were redrafting the law, that law came at that particular point of time. But nobody thought, never dreamt that they will reduce the tax rate from 20% to 12.5%, and that is without indexation. Could you ever think of that? I never thought this will happen in this country. But a great thing, from 20% brought down to 12.5%. There may be few who may not be happy. But let me tell you, most of the persons to whom I have talked, they're all feeling very happy about 12.5%. Think of a property rate in 2001 and now the rate in 2024. Somewhere it may be 25 times, somewhere it is 20 times, somewhere it is 15 times. But if it is more than 8 times from 2001, it is better to pay 12.5% instead of 20%. It is better to pay. Think of the shares of the unlisted company. You might have bought for 10 rupees or maybe few, and today, even you get the indexation 3.63, you would have been 36.30. And today, you have to pay 12.5%. Who is not interested? Think of a gold price in 2001, around 4,000. Today, 80,000. And gold in South is gold. Gold in South is gold, I'm telling you. So, who would not be interested to pay 12.5%? Rather, if I want to sell my property, I will sell it more than the stamp duty value if I am able to get more than the circle rate. I would like to sell at maximum price. I will not take for the circle rate, I would like to pay more because you convert your black money into white money by just paying 12.5, maximum 15%. A surcharge, you add everything, is maximum 15%. So who will not be interested in doing that? Will you go for 54 EC? Will you go for 54 EC? You have to block your money 50 lakh for a period of 5 years and get only 5% points something as interest. Who would be interested in that? 54 EC is practically gone. I will pay tax and enjoy money and put it in the stock market. Earn money in that. Nobody will be interested in 54 EC now, tell me. Will you be? Because even if you want to pay tax, they will not pay you money before 5 years. The lock-in period is 5 years. So who would be interested in 54 EC? At particular time, it was a different story altogether. But now nobody is interested. But it was a good thing they had done it. But because of coalition government, they could not, they had to surrender something because of coalition. Because there was a problem. You have your coalition partners, so you had to accede to the request of by bringing second proviso to section 112, subsection 1, clause A. That second proviso sounds very simple, but it is not. The second proviso sounds very simple, but it is not. What is second proviso to second 112 subsection 1A talks about? 112 subsection 1 talks about the rate of tax on long-term capital gain. Everybody knows. Clause A talks about in case of resident and HUF, in case of individual or HUF who is resident in India. That is clause A. 112 subsection 1 clause A. B, C, D are other clauses, but we are concerned with section 115 subsection 1 clause A, proviso second, which says provided further that. Language, provided further, because whenever the second it is further. When it is after second, nobody knows, also, keep adding also. When it is first, it is always provided that. Everyone knows. First proviso is always provided that whether it is company law or it is income tax or any other law. First proviso is always provided that. Second is provided further that. And third, nobody knows. Keep on adding also and keep on adding. There are 24 proviso in section 1023C. Only 24 proviso. Only 24. So that's what I'm saying. But now, second proviso says, provided further that in case of a long-term capital asset being land or building or both, if the tax payable as per the new provision, they said clause B above, but that is as per the new provision, exceeds the tax which would have been payable if as per the law which existed before the amendment was done by the Finance number 2 Act 2024, the excess amount shall be ignored. Nowhere it is said that you have to say this or this, whichever is better. No, no, no. You have to calculate tax as per the new provisions. That means without indexation. That is the law. You cannot go for indexation. Calculation is always 112(1)(a) without indexation. Now the proviso comes into picture. That if the tax payable as per the new provision exceeds the tax payable as per the old provision, and it exceeds the excess amount to be ignored. It's not that you have to pay as per the old provision. No, you have to pay as per the new provision. I'll tell you why I'm stressing on this new provision. But the excess amount has to be ignored. Think of a case that simple, first I'll take new provisions, tax is, let's say, 5 lakh. Old provision tax comes to, after indexation, comes to 3,50,000. You don't have to pay 350. You have to pay 5 minus the ignore means 150, 350. You have to calculate as per new provision, but working note will calculate with the water is indexation. That is a working note. That is nothing to do with calculation. Working note 3.50, I pay 5 lakh minus 150, excess amount 350. Now I'm coming to a case. Now think of a cases. I have a house property where there is a loss. Where there is a loss. Without indexation, there is no loss. But after indexation, it is a loss. What will you do? After indexation, there is a loss. For take an example that you have, without indexation, capital gain amounting to 3 lakh, long term. With indexation, there is a loss of 50,000. How much tax to be paid? How much tax to be paid? And am I allowed to carry forward the loss? Am I allowed? The answer is, carry forward is in 74. And we have come to 112. You come to 112 only after setup and everything, computing total income. But if it is negative, the tax on capital gain is nil or not? Tax on capital gain will be nil. And here it is 3 lakh. So what will I pay? 3 lakh or nil? I will pay nil. I'll have to pay nil. If there is a loss, I will have to pay nil. Am I right or wrong? I'll have to pay nil tax. You can't say, ignore. I said my capital gain is 3 lakh. But if I calculate with indexation, it is minus. Minus, ignore minus. But at least tax on capital gain is nil. So what will I pay? Only nil. Clear? Clear? Now, suppose there are two properties. One property gain, another property loss here. Or both the property with without indexation gain, without the property, one gain, one loss. What should I do? There is a property A, 3 lakh. 30 lakh le lijiye. Property B, 20 lakh. But because I have to take a loss, so I'm bringing 3 lakh or 3 lakh, 2 lakh. This side, 1 lakh and minus 80. Can I take separate property? Now what to do? How to pay tax? There are two house properties sold in the same year. Maybe one land, maybe another building, maybe both house. How does it matter? One profit is without indexation 3, capital gain. Another is without indexation 2, right side. One with indexation 1. And second with indexation minus. What should I do? How will I calculate the capital gain? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? First, yes, that loss of 50,000 will have to be set up with the profit of 1 lakh. Net gain 50. Calculate tax on net gain is 10, what we call 20%, 10,000. I will not bother about these two. There is a possibility of here also loss. You might have sold for a price which is more than the stamp duty. Now you are not getting a customer, you are selling it for stamp duty. There can be loss in the new provision also. But even new provision or new provision, one gain, one loss will have to be set up to calculate capital gain. Here also after indexation, you have to set up the loss first and then calculate the tax. Am I right, sir? Clear? Can I proceed? Any question till now? Any question? Next question. I had deposited, Please bring the mic or whatever speak here. हाँ बोलिए बोलिए. I want the others to know what you're talking. हाँ.
It is slightly away from what we discussed now, but it is connected with this also. The present income tax code, which is being introduced, capital gains is also considered and merged with the business.
Where is the code?
It is there.
Which code?
It is there. Lot.
Which
of
code?
discussion.
2009. Where is it?
No, 2025.
225. Where is the code?
It is there. You can see a lot of discussion is.
Oh, these are all social media. Nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing, not even a single. I know what is coming, but I'm not allowed to give it to anybody. I have an income tax act with me, which we had given them, but we are not, if it was not put on the, it is not exposed. Oh, sir, media is social media. Nothing, nothing. Sir, nothing, nothing, nothing. No question. These are all social media. This happened, this will happen. This exemption will go up to 15 lakh. 7 lakh will go up to 15 lakh. Wow. 15 lakh exemption. What is their social media talking about? Nothing, absolutely nothing. And please, code was 2009. At the time of code, there were two taxes. Direct tax, there were two. Wealth tax, income tax. Now there is only one direct tax. Why should there be direct tax code? It should be Income Tax Act. Why should there be a direct tax code? We have given them Income Tax Act. Can you tell me how many sections are there in the Income Tax Act? Present Act. How many sections are there in the present Income Tax Act? Anybody? Because he is more concerned with social media, not with the existing law. How many sections are there? Anyone? Anyone? How many sections are there in the Income Tax Act? He also asked how many sections are there in the Companies Act. You asked it, na? Oh, देख लिया social media नहीं. अगर बिल्कुल wrong है, absolutely wrong. You look up the Income Tax Act 298, but they are absolutely wrong. There are more than 550 sections in Income Tax Act. Think of 28 to 44, business. You want to introduce amendment in business, what will you do? 44, 44A, 44AA, 44AB, 44AD, 44AE, forgot ADA, 44B, 44BB, 44BBA, 44B, 44D. सभी तो acte हैं. 35, 35A, 35AB, 35AC, 35AD, 35. What are these? Are there not section? Capital bill. 111A, 112, 112A, 115, 115A, 115AB, 115AC, 115AD, 115AE, 115AF, AB, AHI, 115B, 115BA, 150BAA, 115BAB, 115BAC, 115BAD, 115BAE, then 115B, BBB, BBA, BB, triple B, BBC, BBD, BBE, BBF, BBH, BBI, BBJ. Sir, there is one chapter called tonnage tax. The young people may be knowing tonnage tax. Started with 115B, 115V. But there were 28 sections. There's no problem. 115V, 115VA, 115VB, 115VC. Z was over, it is not complete. No problem, 150ZA, 150ZB, 150ZC. So these are the sections, sir. These are all sections. That's why more than 550. And we have given them 274 sections without any proviso. Now they are looking into that and bringing the amendments. Let's see what we do. Who thought of that time that there will be without indexation? We could never think of that at that time. We never thought of that there will be without indexation concept. So therefore, law has changed. It will, but social media, let's keep it home for entertainment purposes. That's all. Coming back. So have you understood this point? Now I'll take a point, another point. Please note the point. I had sold my residential house property or any other asset before 23rd July and deposited the money in the capital gains scheme. What is the rule? Either buy Otherwise, after the expiry of period of 3 years, if there is any amount unutilized, such amount shall be treated as capital gain of the previous year in which period of 3 years has expired. Agreed? Law is this. Should I tax at 20% or 12.5%? Should I tax at 20 or 12.5%? Because it is going to be taxed today, after 23rd July. Should I tax at 12.5 or 20%? What is your opinion? 12.5 looks better, but it is not. Because if you look up section 112A, 1A or anything, if the transfer has taken place before 23rd July, 20%. Has the transfer taken place before 23rd July or not? You have deposited it, the tax has been deferred, payment is deferred, but transfer has already taken place. And since the transfer has taken place, according to me, it should be taxed at 20% because you have taken indexation. Am I right or wrong? So this is another issue which has come. Take a issue 45.2, conversion of capital asset into stock in trade. It is a transfer or not? Conversion of capital asset, it is a transfer. But the capital gain will arise in the previous year in which this converted asset is sold or otherwise transferred. There will be two capital gain. So I converted it stock in trade into stock in trade before 23rd July. I want to sell it today. 20% or 12.5%? 20 or 12.5? One small proviso is putting us into debate. 20 or 12.5? What do you think? Why 12.5? When the transfer has taken place? The date of conversion. Already before 23rd July. Tax has been deferred. So therefore, according to me, it should be 20%. 45.5, compulsory acquisition, is a transfer. But capital gain will arise in the previous year with part or full compensation is received. Compensation received today. A compulsory acquisition took place last year. 20 or 12.5? 20%, up to 20K. Up to everybody said 20. Nobody is saying not 12.5. Think of a 45.5A, joint development agreement. Possession was handed over under the joint development agreement before 23rd July. But capital gain will rise in the previous year in which the completion certificate is issued by the competent authority. 20 or 12.5? Up to 12.5 nahi kahenge, 20 kahenge. Am I right or wrong? Because transfer has taken place. Are you getting my point, sir? One small amendment brought in with the proviso 2. I have brought before you 4 issues. I'll further bring back to you another issue. Are you getting my point, sir? Are there issues or not? I talked to them about a week back. Why don't you come out with a circular? He says, we are really afraid. At that particular point, we had told them that if you want to bring this, you can write. This will be applicable from 27-28 or 26-27 or 28-29, but do not bring this proviso. Because it will, and they thought by putting it under 112, they will be safe. But 112 cannot be done without capital gain. You have to calculate capital gain, and capital gain means indexation. And now I take a case, I sold a residential house property which was acquired before 23rd July. Sold it today. I want to buy another residential house property. So 54, new or old? You have to invest in 54. Calculation as per new or old? Tell me. There is a property which is sold for 5 crore. The cost is 2 crore. 3 crore is the capital gain. After indexation, 5 minus 3, it is 2 crore. So should I invest 2 crore or should I invest 3 crore? 3 crore, why? When you are taking indexation, you should take 54 also, old one. The law existed before that date. What was the law existed before that date? That you have to invest long-term capital gain. You have calculated long-term capital gain after indexation 2 crore. And when you have to calculate capital gain, it is after 54 or before 54? 112 will reach, 112 we will reach only when we calculate capital gain taxable. So 2 crore. I invest only 190. So 10,000. 10,000, 20%. And there, if I invest 3, why should I? 190, 110. On 110, it is 12.5%. Loss though you got it set off. Loss though you went into set off. And here, you don't want to calculate 54 as per the old provision. How can this be possible? I'm not denying that fact. You do it. 5 minus 2, 3. You invest 190 on 110 to 12.5%. Now go to the proviso. What the law existed before. Calculate capital gain on this way. When you calculate the capital gain, are you indexing or not? Where it is written indexing? It is only written in 112. Not written there until 48. Are you not setting up the loss where it is written? So, what default? I mean, what wrong I have done if I have invested only 1,90,000 by old method? Old method 190, 10,000. You take please 2,000 from me. Do you agree or not? नहीं दिल हमारे में बोलते दिल है मानता नहीं. Why did you say law set off? Yeah, that's what is right. Why did you say indexation? That's what it is right. Then why not 54? That is also it is right. Tell me, beneficial circular, I have to follow the old law. Sir, old law. What existed before the amendment taken place by the Finance number 2 Act 24? Amendment before 24, what is the calculation of capital gain? It is 190, 2 Act minus 190, 10,000. Similar will be position with 54F. Similar will be the position with 54B. Am I right or wrong? Logically, they may not be interested, but they will have to surrender and bring a circular for the benefit of the SSC. Am I right or wrong? Because when you are saying setup of loss, when you are saying indexation as per the old law, so you should also say 54 as per the old law. Why this? Why not this? Am I right? So one issue, by inserting proviso second, there are 7 issues which I brought before you. Am I right or wrong? Nobody realized. Oh, 12, maybe 20, we will calculate 12.5 or 20%. But there are other points also which are relevant in this case. Deposit in capital gain is also relevant. 45.2 is also relevant. 45.5 is also relevant. 45.5A is also relevant. Loss is also relevant. Am I right or wrong? And 54, 54B, 54F, they are all relevant for this purpose. How can you calculate capital gain under the old provision without taking the benefit of 54? Without taking the setup of losses? Without taking the indexation? All the team have to. He have a point. No, I'm right. I have an issue before you. And the topic is issues in capital gain. Recent amendment. Am I right or wrong, sir? Anything would do. If you disagree, please come out. We will discuss. Of course, all are educated. We learn from audience. First audience was he. But he was a social media audience. So I never bothered about that. Any other thing you have in mind? Think of. I have brought before you many issues. Can you add anything more? Please do come. Huh? Idhar kaun gaya? Please. He's coming.
If you want to take the advantage of 54, what is the rule is, whatever to the extent of taxable income, extent of capital gains taxable,
exempt.
That should be invested. So, the
I
question
don't invest full.
No.
I invest 190 out of 2.
Okay. So what I am saying is that if that is the case, I will take only 2 crores for the investment.
Invest 2, don't pay any tax.
And balance, the thing is like this. I go back to the old rate and pay according to that.
This is what I said. Instead of 2 crore, no, you can't say 3 crore. No. First calculate capital gain as per the old law. You are calculating capital gain the new law. Calculate the capital gain as per the old law. And you cannot calculate capital gain before taking benefit of 54. Can you? You have to take a benefit of
Yeah,
54 before you go to
Yeah,
112.
yeah,
You have to go to 54B, 54F before going to 112. You cannot, why are you taking indexation then? Indexation is in 48, it is not written. It is written after 23rd
is
July, no
absolutely
indexation. But the benefit we are taking under 112, that indexation will be there. Are we not taking that? We are taking. Less setup of loss we are taking from there. So 54 should also be taken from there. 54B should also. You have to calculate net capital gain.
Yeah.
And net capital gain comes out to either zero by investing 2 crore, or if you invest 190, it comes to 10,000. I pay 20%, and I am okay.
Get out of it.
Get out of it. And lifetime, you will have to give the index number because of sale of land and building. Lifetime. Unless and until you are able to sell this, you have to give. And those property which are acquired before 23rd July, but you have promised, but this promise will be short-lived. The new law, it will go.
Great.
The new law when come, it will go. Those are the old days. These days, very rare. These days,
Still
very
there are
rare.
some
Guideline
properties.
value is less than the, say, a market value.
No, in some
Sir,
cases there are
let us not
guidelines.
talk about that, sir. Exceptions can be there, but it is more of exceptions. Very rare. These days, guidelines are less than the fair market value of the present property. Don't tell me that. Nowhere. Market is very high these days. These days, market is very high. And I will definitely sell at a higher rate by paying only 12.5%. Why should I not convert my black money into white money by only paying maximum 15%, including
Sir,
such?
it's in some genuine cases, like for
Sir,
example.
genuine
our state-
case, there is a law. You go to the valuation officer, they will send it. You are allowed, if you put it in the return, their stamp duty value, our value, they will send it to the valuation officer, department valuation, DVO, and whatever he decide, or you can manage that, and if he doesn't decide, you can go up. But law is law. They are always concerned with 1%. 99% benefit, he is not concerned. That these days, guideline value, whatever you take, we say circle rate or stamp duty value is much less than the market value of the property these days.
Your point is,
Sorry.
maybe I am. His point is slightly if the capital gain consists of some portion which is not there in the agreement, I mean sale agreement. Suppose you receive 2 crores sale consideration, but registration is done for 1.5. I think he is talking about that 50.
No, he is the other way around.
No.
No, he is other way around. No. He is saying the stamp duty value is 2 crore, sale for 1.5 crore. He is talking about that. He is not talking about 2 and 150. He is talking about 2 crore stamp duty guidance value and 150 the sale value. No, not that. Yes, sir. EC. What you want EC, sir? Forget about EC. If you want, you can do it. Who will deposit 50 lakh rupees? Yes, same will apply to 54, 54B, 54F, 54EC, every section. I'm not denying that fact. But let us not talk about 50 lakh, talk about crores which you are going to have. 50 lakh is a peanut these days. Come down. You can apply if you want to. If you want to, you can do it. If you want to, you can do it. Certainly.
And what about the fair market value as on 1st April 2001?
One, very good question. When this law was made, and there was a lecture in Shri Fort Auditorium, Institute conducted it, and the officers were there from department. I went to them. I said, look here, we have a law that we will have to take circle rate on 1st April 2001. The point is, guiding value, whatever guidance value, whatever you say, is not available in many states. In many states, it was not there. Why don't you raise it to 1 for 2007, which we had recommended there also at that time. Make it 2007, because in whole of India, the circle rate or whatever value had come. They said, first promise that you will not criticize this without indexation. I said, I promise. I have not done, they are not able to do it. This time also I have told them, kindly raise it to 1/4/2007 to avoid dispute. I gave them the live example. I have sold a property in Delhi. It's an urban land, of course. The guidance, the register valuer has given me the market value of that property, 25 lakh rupees an acre, on 1st April 2001. But there was no circle rate. Circle rate came in Delhi in 1st April 2007. And what is the market value at that time? The circle rate, 12 lakh. 25 lakh in 2001 and 12 lakh in 2007. Now what will I do? 12 lakh in 2007. And they say if the circle rate is available on that day, wherever available, you have to take circle rate. Why should I take the circle rate? Why should I take the circle rate? Because your registered valuer has given me 25 lakh. And if I go for that, it is only 12 lakh. So I had a big fight with my brothers also. He said, you always come out with a rule. What is this? Hum to bolenge. I said, one thing is sure. Because of dispute, there will be no penalty. You take 25 lakh. Maximum, what can they do? Department valuation officer, nothing else. Because it is not available. You are saying wherever available, it is not available. And the registered valuer are appointed by you. I will take 25 lakh because I am gainer. And that time it was indexation before 23rd July. So indexation also goes up. With 25 lakh indexation more, with 10 lakh indexes will be, 12 lakh will be less. So I paid tax, advance tax on the basis of 25 lakh. But logically it doesn't sound good. 25 in 2001 and how can it be 12 in 2007? I told them, do it. Let us see. They may, to avoid dispute, come out now. They raise it to 2007. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. My transaction is done. Let's see what happens now. But are you getting my point? This is the right thing which is happening because I don't know whether circle rate was, guiding value was here or not. It was there in 2001? Was there? No. Guidance value has to be notified. If you are having a registrar says it was done at that rate, it's not. No. I don't know. You have to tell me. In Delhi it was not there. In Haryana it was there. In Punjab it was there. In many places it is not there. It came late. So it is up to you. I have brought an issue before you and you have to see whether it was there or not. Clear? Your question is answered. Any other question so far? Any other? Any other question on capital gain? I will come with 2 more 3 issues. But any other? Yes, sir.
Relating to new or old provisions, when calculating capital gain, if I borrow a loan and if I build a capital asset with that, and whatever interest cost that I incur towards that capital asset, is that interest
It is allowed
can be
under
loaded
24.
or not?
It is allowed under 24. Not here.
So
You have to take it under 24, not here. Likha hai. In 24 also they have written. Anything which is allowed under that section will not be allowed under the cost of acquisition. Registration cost will be allowed. You are talking about, again, social media, some statement by the finance secretary at particular point of time that registration amount will not be part of cost. Is absolutely wrong. Registration amount is part of your, if you paid registration, it is part of your cost. But if you have paid interest, you should take it under 24B. That's all. No. You don't want to take it, you have been given a section to claim a deduction. How can you take it as a cost? No, not allowed. That's why they have put in a condition there. They have put a condition there, even under cost of acquisition and even under business. House property. It's not your part, you have not taken. You can say, it was only 2 lakh allowed, I have claimed 5 lakh, so give me 3 lakh here, 2 lakh there. No question. No question. No question. You have to have under 24, and if it was 2, you should take 2. If it is 1, you should take 1. If it is 30, you take 30. Other laws not. But registration will be allowed as a cost. or brokerage charges, etc., which are paid, that will be allowed as a cost of acquisition. That is allowed. Any other? Oh.
Sir, house constructed in 1992 at the cost of 20 lakhs. The valuation report he continues to put at 20 lakhs for 2001.
How come?
He is not able to give a higher value because the cost of construction is approximately the same or things like that.
We have nothing to do with the cost of construction. We have to do with the market value of the land.
No, the
Land must have gone up, yeah.
Correct, land is
Construction
gone
may
up.
not have gone up.
Can he use old indexation for
Yeah, but not alternative. You have to take on 1st April the entire cost which is earlier with improvement. Any improvement before 1st April 2001 has to be ignored.
No,
Any improvement before 2001 has to be ignored because you have to take a market value as on 1st April 2001. Any improvement before 2001 to be ignored, any improvement after 1st April 2000, on or after 1st April 2001 to be considered as cost of improvement.
no, one for 2001 only for the land. Is there no guideline value for
There is a guidance value. There is a guidance value.
for the construction? No, not there, sir.
There is everywhere guidance value is there. There is. You can't bifurcate into two. Bifurcation is allowed. One is long, another is short. House property bifurcation is allowed. Land is long and house property is short. You are selling it. So one is short-term capital gain, another is long-term capital gain. But not for this. Not for this. Not for this. You have to ignore the cost of improvement before 1st April 2001. That's all. You are allowed to take the market value before, but cost, but not the improvement before. Not the improvement before. Any other? Let me tell you another law. Shares now sold through recognized stock exchange. 112, the 15 was brought down to 12.5% here. Because for others also it is 12.5. So how could they date 15? That's why it was 15 not gone, 12.5. Shares sold through recognized stock exchange. You have paid security transaction tax, 12.5. Am I right? I don't want to pay security, I sell the off market. What is the tax? 12.5. I sell the share off market, not on market. I save security transaction tax. Do I or do I not? Do I save or not? Because when you sell through recognized stock exchange or you sell off market, the rate is 12.5. And in both the cases, it's 12 months. So you can save on security transaction tax by transferring the share if there is a buyer who can take off market. You save a lot of money on the security transaction tax. And if he also wants to sell for on market or off market, tax is 12.5. Tax in both the cases 12.5. Even if sell on market, then also 12.5. If it is off market, then also it is 12.5. So you have a buyer interested, save. He has a seller, but interested in what you call to pay STT. Save it, pay. Otherwise, he can also sell without STT. Both sides, you save on STT. And people are minting money with this also. They are not paying STT. They are going for off-market transaction and paying tax at the rate of 12.5% because in both the cases it is 12.5%. ये हमारा इनकम टैक्स इतना मोटा हुआ है कि किनकी वजह से हुआ है? आप लोगों की वजह से तो हुआ है. ये जितने प्रोवाइजो डालते हैं वो किस वजह से डाले हैं? आप लोगों की वजह से तो डाले. हमने 274 में कोई proviso नहीं दिया. We have not given. But we know that within 2-3 years there will be proviso and proviso, nothing else. You follow my point? So here also there is a transaction which is being routed not through recognized stock exchange, but these are listed securities. I am paying only 12.5% and saving on STT. Who said compulsory off market? Off market not compulsory, on market. No, who said that? वो 112 है ना ए में. हम 112 में जाते हैं, हम 112 ए में जाएंगे नहीं, यहाँ भी तो 12 है. अरे लॉन्ग टर्म तो 12.5 2.5 है. दिल नहीं मान रहा, अभी पुराना लॉ याद आता है. In a new law, you sell unlisted share off market. Long-term capital gain, 12.5. You sell on market, you go to 112 off market, 12.5. So how can they take? I don't want to sell on market. I want to sell you off market. I will pay only 12.5. And you, even if you take it off market, later on you sell it on market, 12.5. How does it matter? Like, so you have to show it at 112. You have to show it at 112, not 112A. Why are you showing on? Is security transaction allowed as deduction? Then why are you saying, why should I pay security transaction tax? This is not for 1 rupee, 2 rupees, or 1,000, 10,000 rupees. When the transaction in crores, you save a lot of money for avoiding the security transaction tax. Sir. So, loophole. They have not realized that, because in both the cases it is 12 months. Huh? It is not an avoidance. So it is not an avoidance. It is legal. It is planning. I can't say avoidance of tax. It is real planning. I am setting, there is a buyer who can take off market. I am selling it off market. Why can't you do it? अब समझ में नहीं आ रहा ये क्या हुआ है? One, yes sir. When we made this law, 1038 was there.
Correct.
And 1038 says it is exempt, and Mr. Chidambaram had brought it that we, instead of that, we are bringing STT.
Correct.
And we will give you exemption under capital gain.
Yeah, but now
That
they are
was the
taxing
idea.
this.
That was the idea, am I right? But
Yes.
later on, when we were making it, they said, sir, we can get the revenue from the market, and we have to do away with 1038. So we'll have to charge the tax. I said, market may not accept it. He said, this is the right time that market will accept it. And market accepted it. Nobody bothered about the 10%. So now 12.5% is also, the market is going down not for 12.5%. Rather it went up. It is only temporary phase. In January it will again go up. So 15% is not the issue. The issue is how much money you are making in stock market. So it's not that. Now 12.5 you will be ready to pay. You will be ready to pay. Right, sir? Clear? In? Huh? 12.5. 20 हो गया. वो तो 15 मुंह से निकल गया यार. Slip of tongue is always there, sir. चलिए 20. There it is 20. Clear? Can I proceed, sir? 20. 20 में I may not be able to get the benefit of security transaction. There I have to pay security. Then only it is 20. Otherwise it becomes 30. You are right. But in company case it will be 22%. Depends. Case to case varies, sir. It varies from case to case. But in the individual case, if I don't sell it through recognized stock exchange and don't pay STT, short-term capital gain will be taxable at 30. Don't take that risk. Okay, I told you. No, I never told you. I have told you about long term. I told you only long term, because long term is equal, 12.5, 12.5. Short term is not equal. Don't take the risk. Any other question, sir? Any other question? Pardon me?
If you sell off market, short-term capital gains will be on slab rates.
What is he talking about? 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 7 lakh. Think of some big yaar. ये वही 87A में आया हुआ है. He's talking about 87A, 5 July, what happened that, but you did not realize why it was happened, I tell you. Sir, think of big things. 2 lakh, 4 lakh. Why this old regime they don't want? I said, why are you interested in new regime? Old regime is actually good. Why are you interested? He says, first point, reason. People come to the ACA or a lawyer to finally fill my return. You have not paid tax. He says, no worry. Put ATC. Put ATD. Deposited नहीं किया है. Put ATC, ATD, ATG. Put down. Nobody bothers because there is no evidence to be submitted there. And 98% clear हो जाएगा. 98% there is no security. So people are putting ATC without depositing it. ATD without depositing it. Am I right? Or without paying payment. All of you have filed a return. So I know that ATG is no problem. Earlier the ATG was also not a problem at all. So what I'm saying, people are doing this. I said, okay. Well, second reason about, I'll tell you about salary people. He said what? Said 70% of the HRA claim are bogus. Somebody is paying to the father, somebody is paying to the mother, brother, sister, even to the wife. He said she does not allow me to enter my house, her house, unless she pays the rent for that. Even that is happening, and 2 judgments are in our favor. 2 judgments of ITAT is in our favor. You can pay rent to your wife also. He said this is happening, and they are not showing income. I said, what is the second? Okay, the second is the salary people make a lot of donations. It's only salary people who make donations, nobody else. Our chartered accountants do not give to the benevolent fund of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. They don't want to give there also, and salary people are all making donations. मैंने उनको एक दोहा सुनाया था, कबीर दास का शायद सुना. I said, ये तो ठीक है, ये क्या हुआ? I said, there is a कबीर दास दोहा, चिड़िया समझते स्पैरो, चिड़िया चोंच भर ले गई, नदी न घटे और नीर. पानी कितना कम हो जाएगा चोंच भर ले गई, नदी न घटे और नीर. दान दिए धन न घटे, कह गए भक्त कबीर. दान से धन का घटा, जितना दिया वापस ले लिया, साहब ने एग्जामिशन भी ले ली, तो धन तो बढ़ गया. इसलिए ये हटाना चाहते हैं कि ये गलत हो रहा है. People are misusing the old regime because of non-submission of all those documents which you would to do it. So ये नहीं रहेगा old regime. अब आया आपका point. When I was delivering a lecture to they were all additional commissioners and above throughout India, when this budget came, bill, I said, look here. That time proviso was not there. I'll tell you. I said, look here. If it is 5 lakh, and your income is 5 lakh 1,000, you have to pay tax on full amount. Am I right? Old regime. But you could always manage by this 1,000, put it under ATC or ATD, or some benefit or exemption you may take it, so that it is between 5 lakh. But today, when you have raised it to 7 lakh, no exemption, no deduction, and immediately suppose it is 7 lakh 1,000, what will happen? Sir, I get a benefit of 25, and moment it is 7.1, I will be put into a difficulty. Only 1,000, and I cannot reduce it. Legally, I cannot reduce it. But this is not done. The member board was saying, look here, he's right. Then proviso was inserted. And now I'm giving you why proviso was there, what is the meaning of it. The proviso says additional income cannot exceed, additional tax on the income exceeding 7 lakh cannot exceed the additional income. Yahi kehta hai. Suppose it is 7 lakh, your income. 5 lakh normal, 2 lakh short-term capital gain. On 5 lakh old rule, 3 lakh exempt, 2 lakh 5%, 10,000. On 2 lakh 15%, up 20, 15, 30,000, 30 plus 10, 40, rebate 25, you have to pay 15,000. I raise my income by 1,000. How much tax I have to pay? 1,000. Not 15, 1. Are you noticing? The tax on the tax, if your income is above 7 lakh, the tax cannot exceed the additional income. Additional income is only 1, so the tax will be 1. Good. If it is 7, you pay 15. If it is 7 lakh 1,000, you pay only 1,000. How can it be possible? Read the proviso thoroughly. Nobody read the proviso thoroughly. It's written, provided that if you have computed your income under section 115 BAC. BAC. BAC means new regime. Then deduction from this 87A will not be allowed under this chapter. You are taking chapter as rebate chapter. No, chapter is special rate tax. Chapter 12. That means special rate deduction will not be allowed from there. And that is the reason. You said up to 5th July they gave it. They never knew it that you will file return before 5th July. People file return only by 31st July, only last day or nearby that. They forgot to change the software. They have done it. Notices were issued and demands have been raised. Now High Court has only said, let me take a decision, but you have to give the date or extension of time for filing a return. But nobody on the earth can say, this they can say, those who have done before 5th July, how can they say they should be given benefit? Those who have done after 5th July, they cannot be given benefit. The High Court is also under a dilemma, what is to be done? But are you agree with me? Will you agree with me? Will you? That increasing by 1,000, how can you get the benefit? Or paying only 1,000 where you are paying 15,000? No question, sir, no question. The law intention was not there. So therefore, 87A, you will not get the benefit of special rate if you are under the new regime. Correct? Sir, agreed or not? Dil leke manta nahi. But ye hai. But let us not fight for those persons who don't pay tax. Let us not fight for those persons who don't pay tax. They otherwise had managed. They don't have money and they are investing in stock exchange and making a short-term capital gain of 2 lakh. How can it be possible? So let us not talk about that. These are all fabricated things which are done. So nobody will be on. Well, you see, the law is correct and the law has made with the intention that you don't get the benefit of that proviso. Correct, sir? Any other now? I'm capital gain, I'm coming to complete, but 2-3 points I will take out, then I'll complete. But anything you have in your mind about capital gain, you can ask me. Anything. Anything on capital gain. What is 54M? Nothing. Same thing, you have to invest the entire consideration price. That is all. If you invest proportionate, otherwise will be given. Entire consideration price as per the new provision, entire consideration as per the old provision. You calculate. You have to buy one property. So property sold. Which one? Other than residential. Otherwise 54. You sell residential, you don't get 54F. You sell non-residential, you get anything. You sell 54F. Residential, so you don't get 54F, you get 54. If it is other than residential property, commercial or share or gold or anything, you have to invest the entire net consideration price to get the full exemption. And if you otherwise proportionate exemption. That's all. That's all. Any other? हाँ. वो थक गया. कहाँ गया भाई? सर, आजकल सब यही प्रॉब्लम है, जेब में डाल के वही देखते रहना. हाँ.
Sir, this regarding interest on pre-construction period, and
allowed in 5 installments from the period when
it is allowed in
completed.
5 installments. But if property is sold, say within 3 years,
Who told you to sell it?
no, if it's depends
Hey,
on
law. It's
property
not
is sold
that.
after that in 3 years.
It's not that.
So if
You
they
sold it within 3 years. Okay, you don't get the benefit of that. We are
so
giving you benefit.
3 years they have claimed.
Sir,
okay?
everybody is claiming those for 2 years as cost. Everybody is claiming and they are getting the benefit. Legally not, but they are getting the benefit. Nobody bothers that point. His point is, it is allowed in 5 years, but I have sold it after 3 years. I have been able to take only 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. 2/5 is not taken. Can you take 2/5 at the cost?
Yes.
People are taking it, but judgment is
Legally
not
is-
there on this issue.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Chaliye. Any other? Huh?
The interior work is also part of cost of improvement.
Which
The
one?
interior work.
Interior
does it-
work,
Yeah.
capital expenditure.
the capital.
If it is required capital, revenue expenditure, maintenance, nothing. You are interior work. If it is part and parcel of that building which is required, then of course. But if it is, you beautify it and put luxurious things, there, and you say, no, if I am Kejriwal, I can do anything. You cannot do anything. You cannot do. Putting curtains for lakhs of rupees and you say it is part of the cost. How can it be part of the cost? It's not that. It's not. Let us not be Kejriwal, sir. Let us not be that. Chaliye, aage. Any other? Oh, somebody was asking from there.
Sale of foreign shares which are listed in US will come
Sale
under
of foreign asset registered in US. What should I do?
foreign shares,
Are you a resident or what?
resident.
Resident in here, you will have to include this income here also. You have to see the treaty. In some treaty written that it is taxed in the country where that property is situated. But second part says it may also be taxed in the country where you are of a resident. If it is, it may also be taxed. then you have to pay tax here also. But whatever tax you have paid there, you get the benefit of that tax here. What is the problem in that? You can get the benefit of tax paid there, can be taken as a benefit
So
here.
under which category we have to show, listed or unlisted?
Yeah. How does it matter what is the tax there, what is the rule here? I have a house property security in London. It is given on rent. That rent is taxable here also and there also. But I'll get a relief. Will I get 30%? Yes, on rent. Because the law, as per the law, it is 30 here. It may not be there at all. They will tax on the income there. We will tax on the income here. And we take the double taxation relief. If it is treaty. If it is not treaty, unilateral relief under 91. You can take the benefit. Yes, sir. Any other? Any other? Now I'm coming to another. Beta. 1 minute, beta, 1 minute.
You said that foreign securities is sold here, whether it is a registered,
I earlier understood property. Now you are saying security. Rule, same rule.
shares, but what about the ESOPs, what the employees are
Sir,
getting
ESOP are different. Beta, if ESOP are given when he was a non-resident and if he has become resident, then there is a taxability. Otherwise, there is no taxability.
They are resident, but in the salaries they will be getting a ESOP shares of foreign countries.
ESOP is, you got an ESOP when you were working there.
No,
Now,
Indians also now they are getting.
they are getting from there.
Yeah.
Are they resident?
Yeah,
Yes,
resident.
taxable.
Taxable. And
entire income, world income is taxable. You may get the benefit if they have paid tax there, but entire world income is sub-taxable here, as perquisite.
But deciding that short term or a long term, if it is a registered security, whatever the exchange, then
About short, long, our law. Their law is their law. When we calculate our income, we have to calculate income according to our law.
if it is registered in India only, then listed in India only, we have to consider it as a short term or long term for that decision.
Even if it is not registered in India, short term, long term, they are 24 months.
Holding period.
24 months, holding period will vary. But 24 months now, holding period will vary. It's not a question. Holding period will vary.
But
We have to apply our law wherever the asset is situated and calculate gain. They have to apply their law. Now, my daughter is abroad. She has a PPF here. She is getting a dividend, interest every year, exempt year. But that is taxable there. I have to pay tax there. They don't. I have to pay tax on that income which she is getting here as an exemption. It is being charged in US.
If it is a short term capital gain, whether we should take 15% or the 30% because it is unlisted
Please. You are not selling through recognized stock exchange in India.
India we are not.
Indian recognized stock exchange is not there. So no, it is 30.
It is 30.
It is 30. Tell you. Now I am coming to an issue, and thereafter I will go to the other part. 45.3. Introduction of any capital asset in kind by a firm, by a partner or a member into the business of partnership firm or AOP. Okay? What does it say? Capital gain on the introduction of any capital in kind by a partner into the business of the partnership firm is a transfer. Am I right or wrong? 45.3. It is a transfer. But for the purpose of computing capital gain, the consideration price shall be the value recorded in the books of account. Clear? I have purchased an asset for 2 crore. Market value today is 5 crore. I bring it at 2 crore, no issue, no tax. I bring it 3 crore, tax on 1 crore, 4 crore, tax on 3. I bring it at 2 crore. Am I allowed? 45.3 allows me. 56.210 does not allow me. Does not allow the firm. What does 56.210 says? Which is applicable from 1st April 2017. Prior to 2017, there was no issue. Now 52.10 says, where any person receives, any person, can be individual, HUA, firm, company, AOP, BOI, they are all persons, received from any other person or person, sum exceeding 50, movable property exceeding 50 without consideration or inadequate consideration, immovable property without consideration or inadequate consideration. this will be taxable. See, if I have done it after 2017 at 2 crore, the firm will have to pay tax on 3 crore. 5 minus 2, 3 inadequate consideration, which was not there before 1st April 2017. Which was not there. Because 217 came, this 56 to 10 start from 1st April 2017. Prior to that, you could bring a 2 crore, nobody bothered. But now you cannot bring it at 2 crore. You will have to bring it at the market value. Am I right or wrong? Anybody who disagree with me, come. I have 50C to 10, and this came from 1st April 2010. Earlier it was not there. Everybody is silent. They are not happy. No, they are not happy. But tell me where I am wrong. Yeah, it's not a tax planning. It was a benefit given to the partner that you are the owner. You will take it tax from firm whenever firm sells it. That planning is also gone for dissolution and reconstitution. For 9B, 45.4, everything is gone. That is also gone, sir. Planning is gone now these days. Department knows much more than what you know about yourself. They all know everything about you. Let me tell you, you may not know, but they know it. This happened with me. 2019, Project Insight they were preparing. And we were also sitting there. He said, Welcome, what is this? He said, give your PAN number. I gave the PAN number. First screen, my name, address, all those things, PAN number, etc., date of birth. Next, my assessments. 143.3, 144, 147, or no assessment, intimation 143.1. How much tax due, how much tax paid, what is due, what is refundable, everything was. I said, this is already there in your information. Third, how many FDRs I have in the whole of country. All details of FDR. I said, what about those FDR where TDS has not been deducted? I said, TDS you have linked it. He said, there is section 206AA, where every bank is required to file an annual statement of those FDRs where the tax payable is less than the value on which TDS is not to be deducted. Next screen. How many shares I have? Complete detail of all shares with them. Okay. How many mutual fund I have? Showed me 7 mutual fund. I said, no, I have 6 mutual fund. 7 are there. There are 7. I said, let me check up. One mutual fund, Unit Trust of India. 2,33,000 was there. I said, can I note down? He said, certainly. You note down? I noted down. Went home. I said, I have 6 and I've been filing return for 6 only. What is this? Then I realized about 20 years back, I had taken Unit Trust of India by depositing 10,000 rupees under growth scheme. Forgot. And I changed my address also. PAN was not very relevant at that particular point of time. And I sent my man. I said, you go and say, check up. This says, sir, 2,33,000 is there. I got the money back after 10 days. I said, thank you, income tax. I did not know that I also have a mutual fund lying with me. There's many things. Think of AIR, Annual Inflation Report, when it came first time. All clients were telling lies. I told him that you have done a turnover of 3 crore in share. Hey, what are you talking? I don't have even DMAT. I said, what are you talking? It is there. Hey, how do you know? I said, yeah. Okay. My son one time asked me to sign the paper. He must have done it. I said, don't tell me that. You have 6 bank accounts. And I have 3 bank accounts. But here is detail of 6 bank accounts. Have you noticed that? They know much more than what you know about yourself, sir. Every information is coming. Take VAT credit in foreign country and you will be put into difficulty if you have not accounted for that money. VAT, everybody goes abroad. Hey, VAT, I take VAT back and I will buy with that. You do it or not? If it is white money, I have no botheration. Exchange of information from 126 countries coming to India. And if you have taken a bad credit there, they will ask you where from this money came. You have spent money. It's not a question of VAT credit. It's a question of principal amount which you have spent on that. They told me in 2018, you have traveled 9 times abroad in that 2018 night. I said, how do you know it? He said, we know him. Immigration, if you can traveler, we keep a watch on that. I said, but I have never spent a single penny on that. He said, no, I have spent one. I had gone to my daughter, US, I spent money on that. But for others, I didn't spend. I went for a lecture. Dubai, Kuwait, they said, how are we concerned? When scrutiny comes, explain them. I said, institute spent it. I said, we don't know who spent it. But did you travel? I said, yes, I traveled. So this information was with them. Complete information. I was really surprised. I said, you have to keep a watch on yourself also. Once I went to Koroma showroom. I came out, I bought something in Koroma showroom. Power bank at that time was important. He said, when I was coming out, he said, please give me your phone number. I gave him. How's your iPad going? How's your iPhone doing? How's your this, that doing? I said, how do you know that? He said, if you have bought anything from Chroma, anywhere in this country, we have the information. I said, okay, sir. I will be very careful in future. Sir, be careful. Digitalization has put us into difficulty. Every information is with them. It is better to tell your client, gone are the days. Be careful about that. You will not be put into, and if there is a search of any person, today I'm telling you, of your client, there will be a survey of the chartered accountant. And they will not say anything to you. They'll take the hard disk or laptop, whatever is the information with them. They will not say anything. After that, it will go to a person where they will decode it. Nothing can be deleted from there. Nothing. Even if you say, I have deleted every item over it, the question does not arise. It will come back. The companies are there. Then it will be sent to Big Four to analyze those information. And they will ask you, why this figure was changed? Why this figure was changed? Why did you change this figure? Because overwriting has been done. 3CD you changed, income tax return you might have changed, or something, all question. And your laptop is not for one person, it's for all others, including yours also. The entire information is there. Be careful, don't correct anything in your laptop. Tell your client, bring your laptop, we are not concerned. आपके लैपटॉप में बारूद भरा हुआ है, बारूद है आपके लैपटॉप में, मेरे लैपटॉप में, मैंने तो उठाकर तोड़कर जमीन पे गाड़कर लैंडमाइन बिछा दी इसके ऊपर. I will not change anything in my laptop, whatever may happen, because if there is a search, they have to come to me to show, to just find out what is happening. So be careful. Information, because of digitalization, every information is with them. Every information. And why should we? We have worked very hard to pass the examination. Everyone has worked hard. And not for this. Gone are the days. मैं बोलता हूँ, मैं 100 चूहे खा के हज को चला गया. आपने 99 खाए तो एक और खा लेना, इससे ऊपर नहीं खा सकते. You cannot do more than that. Things have become altogether different, not because of Mr. Modi, it is because of digitalization. He is allowed to use that. That is a different. He is allowed to use that information, which was probably earlier was not allowed. That can be difference. There is no other difference at all. So 45.3, 45, 56 to 10. You know why 56 to 10 came? You know that? Think of 110.98. Gift tax was removed from this country. Abolished. Am I right, sir? 110.98. People started making gift to each other. Suleiman giving gift to Krishna Kumar. Or Rama giving gift to the, what you call? Salma B. Kitna national integration is country mein. No, what a love and affection we have for giving gift to each other. And our leaders are very aggressive. One leader who has a birthday took gift worth 4 crore rupees. Survey was conducted. You have taken a gift, yes? My friends, my relative have given me this gift. What is this source? I'll tell my chartered accountant to give it to you. Obviously, badnaam to hum hai na, wo thodi badnaam hai. Chartered accountant rang up all the persons, names were given, list. Sir, you have to tell this, you have to tell this, you have to tell this, you have to tell this. Group. One group they went, all one kind of a group. Have you made a gift? To whom? Yes, sir. Why? Sir, our leader, our lovely fan. We are fan of that leader. We have given a gift. How does it matter? How much amount? Sir, this much amount. They were told. What is the source? Our agriculture income. What can you do? 200, 300. Next group of person. Have you made a gift? Yes. How much? This much. Source. Sir, agriculture income. But you don't have a land. Sir, we have taken a land on lease. ले सकते हैं, even taken on lease and revenue both are, sir, okay. Third type of group, you have given a gift. Yes, what is the source? Sir, we have taken a loan to give the gift. Loan to give the gift. And it is cleared from Supreme Court. Nothing had happened. But now, you cannot change the leader. You had to change the law. The law was changed, 5625, that you cannot take a gift of more than 25,000 rupees. Per person. Initial. New person, they may not be knowing 25,000 also. You can't take a gift of more than 25,000. The gentleman asked, I should not say gentleman or I will not use that. The person asked, now what should I do? Tell on the TV that I will not take more than 25,000 from any person. You can give me up to 25,000. Not more than 25. 3 crore gift. Nothing happened. Law could not be, the leader cannot be changed. The law was changed. Now you can't take a gift of more than 50,000 rupees in aggregate, whether from one person or more than 50,000. He said, what should I do now? The birthday has again come. No problem. Tell them I will not touch the money. No money gift. Give me anything. Shares, jewelry, anything, but not the money. A crown was put on the head of that person, worth 4 crore. Studded with diamond, jewelry, pearl, nothing happened because it was in kind. Again the law was changed. You can't take a gift of more than 50,000, whether from one or more than one. You cannot take a gift of movable property more than 50,000. You can't take a gift of immovable property more than 50,000. He said, what should I do now? He said, wait. Let me read the law. Because I read the law when I was a student. There is a definition of a capital asset. Let me check up. He said, sir, the capital asset return is jewelry. Jewelry. Okay. So they had put it, you cannot take a gift of any share, jewelry, or archaeological collection, drawing, painting, sculpture, work of art. This was put. He read that. Jewelry. Definition of jewelry, sir. It is written, jewelry includes ornament made of gold. Ornament made of gold, silver, platinum, or any other valuable asset, whether containing or not containing precious stone. Or it consists of precious or semi-precious stone. He says ornaments. Bullion is not written there. You can take the gift in bullion. That was also included. Next year again birthday came. Now what should I do? Yes. Sir, nothing can happen now. Do one thing. You make a private trust. Become the beneficiary of that trust. And take a gift in the name of the trust. Because 5627 is concerned with individual or HUF. Trust is not an individual HUF. Take a gift in the name of a trust. The gift was taken in the name of trust. Next year again came. The law was changed. 1/4/2017. If any person receives from any other person or person, now AOP is also covered. So therefore, to a great extent, things have changed. But still you can take a gift of Mercedes car, who stops you? Vehicle is not covered there. Vehicle is not covered there. Can you think of law, how it is defeated? How do you find out the loophole in the law? That's why 54, 56 subsection 2, 10 was brought. Now any person. Earlier it was only individual HUF. Clear, sir? So this is what is happening day in, day out. Now, yes, please.
45.3. So there are
If you-
three 45.3.
45.3.
So there are three partners. One partner brings in the property, and after 3 years he retires without taking any consideration.
So he will retire
Yeah,
without taking consideration.
yeah.
You do it, pay only his capital, we have no
Yeah.
problem. We have no problem.
So here the property is transferred.
No question. It is with the firm.
Yeah.
Agreed? You must have brought at the market value.
Yes.
Now it is with the firm.
Yes.
Who pays the tax in the case of a firm? Individual. Individual tax is exempt. Share of profit from the firm is exempt. So you have left with the property. Whenever you sell it, you will pay tax.
But the property is transferred without consideration
Who's transferred without to whom?
to A and B.
Please don't tell me market value of the property you have to take under 45.4. Heh, without consideration. What do you mean by that? A is equal to B plus C minus D. A is capital gain. B is the sum of money. C is the fair market value of the property which is given to you. Fair market value, not the value at which it is given, minus the capital outstanding. Sir, don't tell me that. It will be covered. Without consideration is not there. Fair market value you have to take it. Gift, firm cannot give. Individual can make a gift. Firm doesn't give gift. Individual makes a gift. So don't, हम नहीं सुधरेंगे. We have a word called HNS. हम नहीं सुधरेंगे. सुधर जाइए. वक्त बदल गया है. गलत काम नहीं करे. He's trying to find out a loophole. वो बच्चों को जब पढ़ाता था मैं ना, जब स्टूडेंट से, सर तरीका बताओ टैक्स कैसे बचाना है. अरे और कोई बात तो कर ले यार. It's only a question of saving tax, saving tax, saving tax, which is not possible now. Which is not possible now. You can have little bit respite, but not that. The tax has to be paid by the company, a firm, and not by the individual. When there is a retirement, you can't give more than what is outstanding to him. And if you give more than what is outstanding to him by taking market value, the difference is taxable in the hands of the firm. A is equal to B plus C minus D. He will not improve. हम नहीं सुधरेंगे. हाँ, tell me.
So there are three partners A, B, C. C brings in the land.
Okay.
So
He
after
brings in the land at what value?
market value.
He is already been taxed.
He is taxed.
Yes.
He is taxed.
Yes.
Now C.
He retires.
So A and B is getting the property now. Basically, partnership firm.
No,
is
it is
getting-
not AB. You are concerned with Partnership Act.
Yes,
I'm concerned with Income Tax Act. Income Tax Act partners are different from firm.
Yes. So firm is getting the land now.
Okay.
Okay. C. So
Already
basically-
taken at market value. Market value has brought it. He has paid tax on market value.
Yes, he has paid on market value.
Oh, so you brought in your books at market value. Brought in your books at market value or what value?
Yeah,
if it is
market
brought at
value.
2 crore, he has paid tax on 3 crore, we are not bothered. 2 crore is the cost.
Yeah, but the
या
ultimate.
कैसे हो गया 56 210 नहीं लगेगा. Vendor and vendee
नहीं,
both.
FMV they have
Vendor and
brought-
vendee both will have to pay tax. Sir, you can save 45.3, you cannot save 56 to 10. 10 तो लगेगा ही लगेगा firm को. Firm is different from
partners.
It is only in case of Partnership Act, firm and partners are same. Even the court says that, but income tax says 45.3, 45.4. Even remuneration, all separate. They don't take partner as owner. They take partner as a separate person. Clear? They take a separate person. दिल है कि मानता नहीं, मनाना पड़ेगा. चलिए आगे बोलिए.
54F. And the 3 years construction period is also over.
No problem, liberal view can be taken.
Yeah. Now, the assessing officer denied the exemption, saying that within that 3 years, the
You
cost.
have
what
to
was-
give the reason why this year were not completed within 3 years.
No, not only the completion. He has taken a Google picture.
And it is land lying only.
Ha. He is saying that it is not constructed or the stage of
Correct,
construction was
correct,
not this much.
correct,
So
he will
whatever
know.
exemption we have claimed is to be disallowed.
Disallowed, positively. But
It
capital
was
gain will be
disallowed.
taxable in the third, you have
No, there was two
deposited under
questions
capital
here.
gain scheme.
No.
How
It
can
was under 54F, sir.
No, 54 so you have to complete it before the due date of filing
So
a return.
is it completion or is it commencement?
Sir, please, you have to claim 54F either completed before due date or deposit under capital gains scheme.
No, because
You
the
cannot
money,
claim.
the money, whatever is the capital gains part, that part has been utilized fully. Still, that
No,
house is
no,
incomplete.
no. You should have deposited at least that much amount where one residential property would have could have been constructed. It's not that. You have sold for 3 crore, you have purchased land for 4 crore, I am not concerned. But one flat has to be constructed.
Yeah,
one habitable unit.
construction is
at
going
least
on.
5-10 lakh you should have deposited.
Sir,
Going on, you said Google says nothing.
No, Google, because of that year, that picture what he has taken. Now,
Have you
can it be
taken
taken
the,
as a
have you
Google
taken
evidence?
the layout approval?
Sir, that everything has been taken
Huh?
and property has been,
Some
it's a
construction is
self-independent
done.
house.
Some
Sir,
construction is done.
yeah, self-construction has been done, and stage-wise construction has also has come
Okay,
up.
no problem.
But
You-
that stage is not to the extent of
I
what
have
cost
li-
has been
I-
incurred by
have
the
you,
SSC.
is there electricity there?
No.
Is there water there? So that means it is not habitable. If it had been habitable, there is no need of a completion certificate also.
Yes.
But if you have a reasons to tell, the liberal view will be taken. If you, even if 3-year period has expired, you have spent the money,
Yes.
and if you are able
We
to
have spent the
complete
money.
it
Yes.
within certain time, you will
Yeah.
get the benefit, not from AO, but from ITAT.
Yes.
You will
Exactly,
definitely
yeah.
get
So they disallowed it fully.
You will get the benefit. He will have to. He will have to. These days they have become clever. They also see Google like you. They have the location. Why not? They have the layout from the Patwaris also. They can ask for it. They can go for inspection also, sending the person there. Verification. What is verification? This is verification. They can do it. Faceless. So then you are at wrong. You did not manage. The whole income tax it is if the AO is satisfied. The commissioner is satisfied. Such and such is satisfied. You did not satisfy him. मैंने थोड़ी लिखा है. The income tax act says if the assessing officer is satisfied, if the commissioner is satisfied, if commissioner appeal is satisfied, so satisfy him. How do you do it? I don't know. What is this? Being a chartered accountant is asking me this thing. What have you been doing otherwise? Not satisfying? Here you could not satisfy. That's all. Chaliye, sir.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Who is there?
Sir, assuming that like I'm constructing house for example 10 CR, year one I'll sell the plots and invest in the house, but house is not completed. Will I get the deduction?
You can claim deduction when the house is not completed. What is the
But
meaning of completion?
entire sale.
What is the meaning of completion?
Yeah,
Is
that's-
it completion certificate? No.
You know,
I have started living in that house. If there is electricity, there is water, I have started living in the house. I can live without doors also. Who stops me for that?
yes, sir. One of the case we did
Who
get
stops me
deduction.
for that? The reason is there are 4 walls. There is a bathroom, there is a kitchen, and there is a room. I am living in that. Electricity is there, and I'm going to. The judgments have been there that if I live, where is the requirement that it should have roads, it should have this, it should have this. Completion certificate is not necessary.
Okay, sir.
If you have shifted there, the matter is over.
Okay, sir.
I am Lalu Shah, I have a Lalten only, and I live there. How do you do that? There's nothing wrong.
But
You have to establish that you have completed the house in a sense that you have started living that. Or in a sense, you have taken a completion certificate. Some proof is to be there that you have done it. That's all. Sir, but should satisfy. Chaliye. Chaliye.
So in continuation of the partnership firm, so if it is not a retirement case, there is an asset in continuation of what it was there. Without retirement, if the asset is being transferred, just credited in the books of account, the land between the partners, so it will attract 56.
45.3, 56 to 10. To 10. 53.3, no issue. Any price. 56 to 10, stamp duty value. Bring it. That's all. That's all. Nothing else. Nothing will happen.
This, sir, question is related to section 54F.
Boliye.
Now, to claim the exemption under section 54F, assessee should not hold more than one house property on the date of transfer. Now, husband has purchased the property, 3 property he has purchased, and in all the properties he has added wife name as a purchaser. But wife has not paid a consideration.
Owner is the person who has made the payment.
Yeah, only husband.
Only that, his name will be first.
Yeah, correct, sir. And wife name is added as a purchaser.
It's only a security. In our Delhi, you can't buy a government house without putting the name of the spouse.
Okay,
Because
sir.
of security.
Now
But
she,
she is not the owner. Owner is the person who has made the payment.
okay, now she has sold the securities,
How can
means
she
shares
sell?
has sold.
Huh.
Now, which is almost all big amount. So now we have informed the client to invest in the residential house property, wife in the wife name. So now wife.
Wife is not the owner.
Yeah,
Of those three property, you can buy one.
Okay, we can buy it and we can claim the exemption.
You can buy one. Provided you are able to show that in those three properties, she doesn't have any percentage.
Consideration is not paid.
It is all paid by me. That's all.
Okay.
Then there will be 3 houses of that person, not this person. You can.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
CSR and transfer pricing. There are two
Nothing to do with transfer pricing. You want a transfer pricing here to be discussed? There is a subject of charitable trust now. Right? There is no transfer pricing. You can ask me any question on income tax, no problem, except 148. I will not answer 148. Otherwise, you whatever you want to ask, you can ask me. 148, I will not reply because even the courts are not able to decide. So I will not speak on that because whatever I say here, it goes there. So they want a break, coffee for you, not for me. They never said you have a cup of, I have a water or anything. They say coffee break. I don't drink water in between. Don't worry.
Sir, one.
So please, have a break. Or you ask the question.
No, this is regarding that new amendment for that TDS on payment to partners, sir. The logic behind it.
It is not come. It
It's
will
from
come.
1st April, yeah.
But we will change on 1st of February.
What's the logic behind it?
TDS will be there. But how to calculate remuneration, that will be changed. Don't think that TDS will not be there. But because you credit the remuneration only on 31st March, I don't know how do you get remuneration on 31st March? How do you earn the money? Interest is no problem. Interest is no problem. Salary is on the TDS, is on the salary. Interest is the property, the problem. You get the issue is, I have heard salary is given every month. A partner is so rich that he takes salary only after 1 year. Things will come to clarify certain issue relating to 194T. But don't think it will go. 194T amendment is going to come. Logic you don't show. People are getting remuneration interest and they don't show in their return. Logic is this. They want that everything should be captured. Logic of what logic is everywhere 1%, 2% or 0.1% is data. सर लॉजिक है अपने दिल से पूछो एटीसी जब से आप मुफ्त का डाल रहे हैं व्हाट इज द लॉजिक एटीडी आप ले रहे हैं व्हाट इज द लॉजिक हु इज क्लेमिंग एटीसी विदाउट डिपॉजिटिंग द मनी आर वी नॉट चीटिंग द लॉ यू डिपॉजिट द मनी टेक एटीसी इज ओके यू डोंट डिपॉजिट एंड 98% cases are gone. How can they do it, sir? You don't have to file the documents along with that. So therefore, there is no other alternative. They have to bring some control from somewhere. आपने IFC सुना था, इंटरनल फाइनेंशियल कंट्रोल, वहाँ पर भी तो कुछ कंट्रोल SSC पे डालने पड़ेंगे. इसलिए I am not from department, but I am telling you the reason why they are doing it. Why not 10? Are you not paying 30%? You are concerned with 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 5,000 rupees. What are you talking about? People are taking salary and they are not paying tax. How can it be? 70% of the partnership firm were not paying tax because they were taking benefit of salary and interest and going under 44 AD. Neither the partners are paying nor the firm was paying any tax. 70%. That's why that salary or interest were removed from 44 AD. They were planning. 3 partners give each exemption amount. And here, bring it down to nil and don't pay tax. Sir, this is not done. There's only 8 crore returns are going, and out of 8 crore, 4 crore return, no tax at all. Nil. So please look after the country also. It is growing like anything, and still we don't want to pay tax. It's not possible. Pay tax and enjoy your life. अरे नंबर 2 का पैसा या तो आप बिगड़ जाएंगे या आपके बच्चे बिगड़ जाएंगे, कोई काम नहीं आता है. लिमिटेड अमाउंट इज ओके. आटे में नमक चलता है, यहाँ तो नमक ही नमक था. नहीं चलेगा सर. Pay 30%, enjoy your life. I'm telling you, gone are the days. Different days are there. Our children are not interested in living in India. They said, we can't manage. आपने कर लिया, नंबर 2 कमा लिया, हम नहीं करेंगे, हम तो जा रहे हैं abroad. देख लीजिए अपने बच्चों को, देखिए क्या कहते हैं. We will not join your business. How did you manage? We know that. But I don't want to join your business. ये बच्चे कहते हैं आजकल के. So we can't help it. So it is better to pay, go for job. I'm not interested. So this is number 2. And number 2, economy में कोई फायदा नहीं है सर. 2 टैक्स जान छुड़ाओ, 12.5% में जान छूट रही है. लोग तो 30% में गिफ्ट लेते थे. They were ready to pay 30% for taking a gift. And now you have to only pay 12.5%, sir. Pay tax and enjoy your life, and that is much better than what else is there. मैं तो पूरा टैक्स देता हूँ. पहले मैं भी नहीं देता था. मैं तो कह रहा 100 चूहे खा के हज को चला गया. समझ गए ना आप? So better है पे टैक्स. थोड़ा बहुत रख लीजिए जो खा पी लिया, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं करना है. मेरे पास भी कोई ओपिनियन के लिए आता है तो मैं तो ओपिनियन ही देता हूँ. कंपनी वाले तो बिल मांगते हैं इंडिविजुअल, सर 18% एंड देन दैट. और फिर मैं भी सोचता हूँ 18 वो 39 पॉइंट इतना मुझे वो देना पड़ेगा, 57 चला गया, ला दे दे. उतना ही लेता हूँ जितना खा लेता हूँ. Not born beyond that. No use, no use, no use at all. Your children will thank you कि wonderful you have given white money. You have given white money. Black money में ना रोना ना जीना आता है. ये येलो मेटल रख रख के भी थक गए. Thank you very much. I tell you, have a cup of coffee and we will come back. चलिए. In Form 10B or maybe in 10BB also. The clarity is there. Earlier there was a lot of difference between 11, 12, 13 and 1023C. Lot of difference. Then they brought so many proviso in 1023C, 23 proviso at that time, and it was on parallel lines. Then I told them, what is this? Why are you having 2 laws? One 1023C, another 11, 12, 13. Why don't you merge them to that? They have not merged, but they have said anything which is under 1023C. Now in future you will be only under 11, 12, 13. Means in a way 1023C has outlived its importance. Its importance is there only up to 5 crore. Up to 5 crore for medical or wo, that importance is there. Otherwise, Section 1023C subclause IV, V, VI, VIA. Now, on or after 1st of September 2024, it is gone. Now, you have to come under 11, 12 and 13. This is the first point I want to tell you. People have committed mistake while making application for registration. Lot of time have been given to you again and again that if you have committed a mistake, kindly rectify that mistake. You can get the new registration or maybe renewal of registration. But many people have still committed a mistake. Now there is one section which has come, Section 12AC, condonation of delay. So even till to date, you have not been able to make for registration or renewal of registration. You have a section which is now permanently there under 12AC saying that you can apply for condonation of delay or to the commissioner, and if he is satisfied, he can condone the delay and you can get a registration with backdate. Is this point clear? this was not there. Merger of two trusts was allowed, but there was no procedure given for merger of two trusts. Absolutely no procedure was given. Now, they put a section that merger of trust will be allowed subject to certain condition being satisfied. They have yet not prescribed the condition, but now two registered trusts can get merged also, which was allowed earlier, but no condition was prescribed. Now they will be prescribing condition for merger of trust. Third point, very important. You were told that if you donate to another trust, 85% will be treated as application. When this came, I went to them. I said, what are you talking about that? 85% will be allowed as application, meaning thereby the balance 15% will be taxable. He said, no, we don't have that intention. I said, but the law says. He said, where it is written? I said, look, section 11(1)(a). 11(1) says, income of a property held under a trust for charitable or religious purposes shall be exempt to the extent such amount is applied for charitable purposes in India. And there is any amount set apart or accumulated, so much of the amount set apart or accumulated which does not exceed 15%. Yehi kehta hai. I said, I have donated 1 crore. You said 85. 15% will not be allowed. Where I have accumulated? I have not accumulated. I have given 1 crore. So you will say pay tax on that. Section 11(1)(a) clearly says. He said, we have no intention. I said, but law says. And that's why they've given a circular. Circular 3/2024, dated 6th of March 2024. The circular has said that 15% will not be taxable. But what have they said? You are allowed to accumulate 15%. They suppose you have got 3 crore. You donate 1 crore. 85 allowed. Balance 15 will be deemed to be allowed. You can accumulate only 15% of 2 crore. You cannot accumulate to 15% of 3 crore. Earlier you were doing 15% of 3 crore. He said, no, 1 crore given, 85 applied, 15% deemed applied. Likha nahi hai. Illustration di hai. Deemed applied. So how can you accumulate? Only out of 2 crore, 15%, 30. You cannot accumulate 45, 30. Why this was done? It is given to him. He will also accumulate 15. Suppose you came out 3 crore 45, it is given 1 crore to him, they will also accumulate 15. They again given, they will also accumulate. So he said accumulation 115 is allowed only once, not again and again. So that's why the law language was wrong, but they have given a circular, and circular is binding on the department, and circular is circular number 3/2024, dated 6th March 24, clearing that problem that if you donate to the another charitable trust, 85% no doubt allowed, but that 15% will be deemed to have been allowed. You cannot accumulate. That's all. So this is another issue which I wanted to tell you, that that problem is now solved. But the biggest problem which has come up, I am against that rule, but whatever. First they have said corpus donation is exempt, provided it is invested in a mode given under 11(5). Written. They have said if you have applied any corpus money, it is not an application. It is not an application in the same year. But if in a subsequent year this money has been applied, you repay back to the corpus, repay back. Then the sum amounts of repaid to the corpus will be treated as application. Repayment to the, suppose I have 5 crore rupees as a corpus donation, keep it in the bank. I need money. I need money to spend. I don't have other money, I've already spent. I am using 1 crore. No problem. This crore is not an what you call application of this year. Next year, you want to repay. Out of 1 crore, you have paid 20 lakhs. 20 lakh will be application. Next year, you have paid 30 lakh application. But earlier, there was no restriction when you have to pay back. Now, the restriction put is that you have to pay back within a period of 5 years. If you repay within a period of 5 years, it will be treated as application. If you do not repay within a period of 5 years, it will not be treated as application. Clear, sir? Similar was the position about loan. Sir, if you have taken a loan to construct a building, college has taken a loan to construct a building. The college had only 2 crore with them, 3 crore they borrowed, 5 crore they invested. The application is not 5 crore. The application for income tax purposes is 2 crore. For accountancy, it may be 5 crore, you have spent 5 crore, but income tax is your money you have spent. Loan is not an income. And loan is not an income, any amount you applied from the loan is not an application. They say we'll give you application only when the loan is repaid. Now earlier, no limit was given for repayment. Now they say you have to repay within a period of 5 years, then only you will be allowed, otherwise you will not be allowed application. I went to them, sir, we take term loan for building 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. How can I make the payment within a period of 5 years? This is not done. At least I have taken a loan from banks. Personal loan you can say. But I have taken loan from bank and their bank has given me for 10 years. How can I give in 5 years time? Last time they didn't do it. This time again I said, please look into it. Whether they look into it or not, I am not concerned. But this is another mistake. Any loan which is taken due on 31st March 2021, taken before, even if you repay it, it is not an application. Any take which was due on 31st March 21, you repay it, not an application. Loan taken after 31st March 2021, you have to repay within a period of 5 years. Whatever you paid within a period of 5 years, an interest allowed application, but whatever is left, so far it is not an application. This is a very big issue which has come up to everybody, saying that how can we refund? If we had money, why should we take the loan also? So that point is still there, but 5-year repayment, whatever you do, it is allowed. So this is another issue which I wanted to tell you, that this problem has arisen. Next issue. You have to file a audit report under 10B, 10BB, you know that now. Now it is now almost settled, you know when you to file 10B, when you have to file 10BB. You were given chance to rectify that also. You can change, it should be 10B or 10BB, you all know that. But you have to file within a particular date. What is the date of filing 10B? Likha tha 2 months before the date. No, even before the due date you file, it is allowed. Before the filing of return, which is due date. But you should file 10B first and then return. You file 10 return first and then 10B on the same date, not allowed. But earlier the 2 months tha. You had to file within 2 months. But the circular which came in 23, 6/2023, has allowed you to file 10A, that is 10A, or even the return, 10B or 10BB, when? Before the due date of return. You can do it. Another point. There is section 1310, which says you failed to file a return due time. Now it is allowed up to 139(4) also, belated. Now it is allowed. But suppose you don't file the return, or you have not filed the audit report before the due date, or you are covered under 20%, that advancement of public utility, still you will get the benefit under 1310. You can. Even if you file late, you can. Section 1310 says the deduction will be, application will be treated as only of revenue expenditure. Capital expenditure, not. If you have given donation, no. If you have charged depreciation, no. But otherwise, you will be given a benefit under 1310, even if the return or the audit report is filed after the due date. This is section 13, subsection 10, which most of the people have not seen it. That also I have told you. Any other point you want to understand? First understand that, then I leave it to the audience to ask any question on trust. But anything you want, ye boliye. Thako mat. Idhar dijiye, idhar. Here.
You said the loan has to be repaid within a period of 5 years. But what are the consequences given the practical scenario that trusts will not be able to pay back the loan within 5 years? What are the consequences?
Consequences is whatever loan paid after that is never an application. Your money you are paying back, it is not treated as application. That amount will be treated as your income because you have not applied. Sir, I have money, I have earned income. If I pay a loan, I get an exemption, application, repayment. Up to 5 years I am getting it. 6 years again I have paid out of the current income. But it is not application. So they will say pay tax on this. Pay tax on that, and you have not accumulated also 15%. This is not part of accumulation. So they will say pay tax on it. That is the point is, you have to refund within 5 years. Loan was never treated as an income. So 3 crore you took a loan. First year you paid 50 lakh. You got application. How? From the current income. Next year again you paid 15 lakh. Again. Next year you did not pay. Next year you again pay 15 lakh. Next year again 15. 50 is still there. 5 years is over. Now next year when you pay, whenever you pay after 5 years, that will not be treated as application of that year. Meaning thereby, whatever income you have earned to pay that loan will be treated as taxable income. If you want to pay that loan, pay from 15%, which is there. Then it will be possible. Because 15% you have already taken application. But if you pay from the current income, no question. No question. So that is the point.
Is that within 5 years, is it only for land and building or even from the loan from trustees?
Any loan.
Even from the trustees. For shortage of funds, they will.
उन्हीं की वजह से तो हुआ था. Payable when अपना loan दे के रख देते थे. No, you have to repay within 5 years. Any loan.
Okay, sir. Another point. So 1023C and 12A. So up to 5 crores under 1023C, any educational institutions or medical hospitals are exempt. But some of the education institutions have been taken the registration of 12A for ATG purposes.
You will have to surrender the registration if you want here.
Yes, sir, that's what. So, but for audit, the term is the total income should exceed 2,50,000 income. It will say
115 BBI says if you accumulate more than 15%, entire amount is taxable at 30%.
No, sir. For audit purposes, the gross means the total.
Wait a minute. You are saying there is exemption of 3 lakh to the AOP. You want to say this, no? Exemption of first slab of 3 lakh. My point is, the law says that you have to accumulate not more than 15%. If you accumulate more than 15%, the balance is taxable. The entire taxable amount is 30%. So they may take the benefit of 115 BBI, saying that you were allowed to accumulate 15, you have accumulated 3 lakh. Otherwise 3 lakh is exempt. I agree. 3 lakh is exempt. You don't file a return also, it is there. Because they have said you have to file a return only when your total income exclusive of before claiming exemption does not exceed 3 lakh. You can take the benefit, but फिर वही छोटी-छोटी बातें कर.
No, sir. No, here.
You can take the benefit.
No, sir.
Don't file a return at all.
No, sir. You tell the income from property. Income from 11 and 12 before application of.
No, before claiming exemption.
Yes, sir. Before claiming.
Before is gross receipt. Before claiming is gross receipt 3 lakh. Before claiming is gross receipt.
That's what, sir. If education
is 3
institution.
lakh gross receipt, what is there? Do it. Don't file a return. We'll allow you. It's 3 lakh.
No, sir. An education trust is there. They earn a gross fees of 20 lakh.
Hey, but where is the question of 3 lakh?
No.
You are taking net income.
No. Yeah, the net income
No,
will
net
be
income
lost.
gross before claiming exemption. You read 139(4)(c). 139(4)(c's case, whose income under section 1112 before claiming exemption. Before means gross income.
So, means under section 11, even the.
ये चाहते हैं मैं जवाब इनके लाग का दूँ. जो right होगा वो जवाब दूँगा. Incorrect. No. Gross receipt should not exceed 3 lakh. I'll give you the benefit.
So, income is gross receipts.
Income नहीं.
Sir, gross
Whose total income before claiming exemption.
Yes, sir.
So what is total income before claiming exemption? Gross receipt.
Sir, that's what, sir. There you will tell income. accrual income. But
Sir,
under application,
take out section and then read 139(4)(c). Take out. Take out, na? Arey, you go to the Google and find out 139(4)(c. Read with me. Everybody will agree. Everybody will agree what I am saying. Please read out 139(4)(c). Don't take 139(4)(c). Calculate. First put 139. Then under that you will find 4C. Or if you are looking for 139(4)(c), there will be no 39(4)(c). So go for 139. Then go to 4C and read in front of me. Chali, next. Any other? Oh, yes. Even audit is not required for 139(4)(c). Yeah. In case of loan repayment. 5th year, if you paid the entire amount, is okay.
Fresh loan has been taken.
Loan taken is not income.
No, sir.
You have to apply the income.
First, I have taken
loan is not an income.
No, sir.
You have to apply the income to make the loan repayment is an application, na?
Yes, sir.
Loan taker is not an income.
My question is
different.
different.
Income has to be applied. Yeah. Why are you? He is not want to understand.
No.
I have taken a loan. Is it income?
No, sir.
I have to apply my income to repay loan. वो तो income ही नहीं है. So you have to apply your current income.
Yes, sir. I have taken a loan for 10 years and immovable property.
It's not an income. Sir, he is.
No, sir. 5 years criteria is there, no?
Sir, पहले को आपको de-learn करो, फिर learn करना. Is loan an income?
No, sir.
Application is only out of the income.
Yes.
So you have to apply. जो 5th year loan देना है, income से देना है. वो income ही नहीं है तो उससे देकर क्या मतलब हुआ? You have to pay out of the income, but loan is not an income. He's not understanding.
No, sir. Yeah.
Fresh loan is not an income.
Sir, sixth year, let's say I get.
Such loan is not an income. You have to earn income to pay renewal.
Sir,
sixth year.
Sir,
my question is whether I will get another 5 years time.
Oh no, sir. वो separate है, वो separate transaction है. That loan is not an income. अभी तक समझ नहीं आया.
Sir.
ये जो है ना, इसको पहले हटा दो. You have to take application of the income which you have earned that year. Is loan an income earned that year?
No, sir.
Then how do you repay that?
No, sir. His question is 6th year you will get the income, no, sir?
He?
6th year, sir. Here, sir. Yeah.
क्या? What is 6th year?
Sir, 5 years.
5th year you have to pay. Oh, gone are the days of 6th year.
Repay कर दिया, sir. दूसरा loan लेके repay किया. 6th year में I got income. That's what he's asking.
Yeah.
6th year income वो repay करूँगा तो second loan के लिए मिलेगा ना?
सर इनको समझाओ. जब लोन आया वो income नहीं थी.
नहीं.
Pay कैसे किया आपने? How did you pay? It's not an income.
New loan.
You are other. New loan is not an income.
Correct, sir. उस साल नहीं है, पर 6th year में, next year में.
What is your understanding? Old loan when you are paying, it is out of the applicable money which you have earned during the year. Where is the money earned during the year? Very hard.
Sir, let me tell it this way.
He's not able to understand. He's not able to understand.
नहीं, let us say 100 rupees is loan.
Sir, you have a loan which is to be paid in the 5th year is 200 rupees.
200 rupees.
Where is the 200 coming from?
I have taken another loan for 200 rupees.
Loan is not an income.
Correct.
You have to pay it out of the income per application.
Correct, sir.
This is not an income.
No, this is not an application. But next year when I repay the 200 rupees, what new loan?
Oh my dear sir, first year this 200 will not be allowed anywhere. He is not understanding. Sir, we are not, now you have understood? Yes, very good. Thank you very much. Postscript. Try to understand that application is only of the income. मेरे पास income ही नहीं है तो मैं apply कैसे करूँ वो loan pay करने के लिए? Loan is not an income. Correct? फिर how did you pay? Where from did you pay? Where from did you pay? वो अगले लोन का अगले 5 साल जाना है. वो तो इस साल का तो गया. हे राम. Sir, very difficult to explain. आप जरा आराम से थोड़ी देर कूल होकर एक गिलास पानी पीजिए, फिर सोचिए, then you will be able to answer my question. You are wrong. You are not thinking. He has now understood. You try to understand. Or then otherwise go to him and discuss with him. You have to apply only the income. 5th year, you don't have the income to apply. So that amount which you repaid is not an application. तो गया, तो application गया मेरा, नुकसान हो गया ना. वो लोन तो इनकम ही नहीं है, उसको कैसे अप्लाई करोगे? नहीं समझेगा भाई, नहीं समझेगा. चलिए चलिए, कितनी बार एग्जाम पे दिए, पास दिए थे? ज्यादा दिन लगी थी क्या? ज्यादा वाला कभी नहीं नुकसान खाता, फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट वाले को ये दिक्कत आती है. किसा ही नहीं है, फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में पास हुए थे. यही दिक्कत होगी अगर फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में पास हुए तो. एक्सपीरियंस गेन कीजिए फेल होकर, तो पता लगता है. चलो चलो आगे बढ़ो यार, आगे.
सर,
I, हंस खेल लेते. It is just to enjoy. Otherwise, income tax is very difficult. You have to enjoy and take interest in that. So that's why I come with these things, Otherwise, nothing to say anything to you. Okay, ask anything.
Sir, religious trust has received a immovable property as a gift.
Gift.
And,
allowed?
And the rental income, it's the direction that the rental income should be used for one specific puja only.
So what is the problem?
Can it be shown
religious
as
can do only religious activity. Where is the problem?
No.
And in the religious trust, there is no 15 PBC also.
No. Can it be taken as corpus receipts? This rental income.
They have to write that it is for corpus. This corpus, they have to write that we are giving for corpus, and yes. Whatever income is from that corpus, you utilize for this purpose. They have to write. The instruction should be there that we are giving you this property as a corpus, and whatever the income you earn from this corpus, you can give instruction that you will also be treated as corpus, or you can give them, no, you can use this.
Sir, the problem is, this is a very old gift.
This is, you have to give the direction.
Direction
should come from donor. I am giving for corpus.
Corpus word is not used.
Hey, nice use. What is this?
नहीं सर, बहुत
बालाजी तिरुपति ट्रस्ट.
बहुत पुराना गिफ्ट
है सर. अरे सुन तो लीजिए, बालाजी तिरुपति ट्रस्ट.
हाँ जी.
हुंडी के आगे लिखा है फॉर कॉर्पस डोनेशन. वो कहता है उसको क्या पता जो डोनर है. Does he know that what is corpus or not corpus? You should take instruction, direction from the donor that we are giving it for corpus. If you take the letter, it's okay. People started printing receipt for corpus one. He says, sir, this is written. I said, what is the difference between this receipt and the written on the hundi? Same thing. Get a signature of that person, wherever it is for corpus. He should sign it. It's okay. He has given the consent. Directions should come from donor, and we do take directions. और पुरानी डेट का ले लीजिए.
नहीं, ये तो बहुत पुराना ट्रस्ट है सर.
वो तो फिर देखिए, ITAT से क्या हुआ, सुप्रीम कोर्ट से क्या हुआ, मुझे मालूम नहीं है, क्योंकि उनको भी नहीं आता. ट्रस्ट और HUF किसी को भी नहीं आता था.
पर ये लिखा है, ये इनकम भरी इस पूजा, रामनवमी पूजा के लिए ही है.
हाँ, मान लिया, अलाउड है. Allowed है. This is, there are two types of corpus. One is called general corpus, another is called specific corpus.
Yeah.
Specific corpus is for specific purpose. That is, it is for construction of building, it is for Ram Janmi Puja, this is for this, and there is general corpus, you don't have given instruction, do whatever you like. Okay. Right? Okay. But who gives you direction? He should have told you that I am giving for this. You cannot say, it is only for Ram Navami.
No, it's given.
They have given, na, to corpus ho gaya na.
Achha, sir.
Then it is corpus. You are not allowed to use that money, you are allowed to use only the income out of that money. You are allowed to use the income out of that money. It is corpus. It is corpus. This is called specific corpus. Two types of corpus. General corpus, specific corpus. Specific corpus is for specific purpose, which is yours. Allowed. Allowed, sir, allowed. Any other? हाँ जी. Circular. Sir, you are allowed, but circular is there now that you. अभी भी तो आया है कि how do I know 10A कैसे फाइल करना है? 2 महीने पहले मुझे क्या पता लगेगा? 9A कब फाइल करना है? ऑडिट रोड में देना पड़ता है 9A, 10B में देना पड़ता है 9A, 10A का देना पड़ता है. How do I know? That's why they have given that circular that you can file before the due date of filing the return. Return. Yes. रिटर्न अगर पहले फाइल कर दिया फिर तो अलाउड ही नहीं है.
ठीक है.
अगर रिटर्न आपने लास्ट डे करा है.
But CPC, they ignore
सर
this.
CPC है, उसके बाद सर्कुलर आया. हाँ
143(1) they simply
सर
they are disallowing the audit
2023 की
report
जो
not filed in
जो
time.
6 नंबर सर्कुलर आया 2023 का, वो लास्ट में आया था. वो सर्कुलर को उस वक्त उन्होंने इनकॉर्पोरेट नहीं किया था. यू कैन सी दैट सर्कुलर. They have given.
Trust registration has been
अरे
cancelled.
CPC तो
income
बहुत
has been
गलतियां
put
करता
as,
है. CPC में जब चेंज नहीं होता तो करता ही है. CPC ने आपको 87 अलाउ कर दिया 5 जुलाई तक, बाद में क्यों नहीं किया? तो वो तो CPC है सर. कंप्यूटर को हम कहते हैं डोंकी. जो उसमें भरोगे वही जवाब आएगा. उससे आगे तो उसको आता नहीं है ना. सॉफ्टवेयर हुआ स्पेड, whatever software is there, it has
But the
given the
rectification 154 also we are not able to file.
वो 154 जो नॉर्मली करते नहीं है. नाउ दे आर गोइंग टू डू, इंस्ट्रक्शंस आ गई हैं. 154 विल बी डन बाय द AO. ये वहाँ भेजेंगे ताकि ही शुड बी सेटिस्फाइड. कुछ तो काम करो उसका. चलिए चलिए आगे बोलिए. हाँ श्योर सर.
Regarding administrative
Keep it with you.
expenses.
हाँ administrative expenses.
So 100% is allowable?
Yeah, allowable. All administrative expenses to run that institution is allowed. बिल्कुल allowed है. But the payment should not be made to the trustee or the relative of the trustee.
That's okay.
If you do it allowed, 13(2), it should be at arm's length.
But no interest on the penalties and
No, nothing. 13(2) is there. 13(3) उसको bind करता है. 13(2) उसको allow करता है arm's length के लिए. Section 13, subsection 2. चलिए next.
The
Loss.
No, excess application.
Instead of that, they have given you benefit of corpus to be used for day-to-day purpose, benefit of loan. That's why they have given.
Corpus donations. Even
What
otherwise it
explanation
was
5 has clearly said, debt off and carry forward will not be allowed. It is written, explanation 5 to section 11(1).
Case where Soros education
Not
was-
allowed, sir. Gone are the days. No allowed of carry forward. That the Supreme Court judgment was there, which
Soros
has been
education
overruled by them.
overruled, yes.
Overruled.
Supreme Court judgment was
Oh, overruled, sir. Overruled. Overruled. Any other? Any other question? बोलिए. Ask anything you want to ask. You have an opportunity.
Sir, nowadays crowdfunding has emerged a lot, and crowdfunding.
अच्छा.
So donations are pooled through MILAP and other organizations through crowdfunding. And in this scenario, how do we take it? See, when MILAP gives to NGOs, NGOs
Is
has got
ATG applicable now?
yes. In this scenario, ATG is there.
ATG, those who are in the new regime, ATG is gone.
Old regime, yes.
Who are on the old regime? Only individual. Companies have all gone to new regime. Companies have all gone to new regime 25%. Why should they pay 30% unless there is a MAT? There is no MAT and all that. 99% ATG is over. 1% or 2% which is there will be over when the new law comes.
Right, sir. But in the present scenario, where people are going under old regime.
वो आया तो था old regime में वो certificate देते हैं कि this is this contribution ATG. आप 10D में भरेंगे तो मिलेगा, नहीं तो नहीं मिलेगा. 10DB जो भी है, you will have to BD. 10BD फॉर्म भरेंगे. मुझे फॉर्म भरना नहीं आता है. मुझे अपनी रिटर्न अपने आप ही नहीं भरनी आती. फॉर्म मैंने ही बनाया है. भरे कौन? I don't know the computer. और आप कौन सी अपने आप भरते हैं? आपके आर्टिकल ही भरते हैं सब या जूनियर भरते हैं. मुझे नहीं आता रिटर्न भरना. I'm very clear. I don't know how to file a return. If you want me to file 10B, I will not. It will go be ages. I will not be able to file 10B. मुझे मालूम ही नहीं है सर कंप्यूटर. उतना ही आता है जितना काम चलाओ. बाकी तो सीखना पड़ेगा ना. आप लोग मजे ले रहे हैं, हमारे को यूज करते हैं कि देखिए सर, लेकिन आते हमारे पास ये पूछ रहे हैं इसको भरे कैसे. Am I right or wrong? I don't know how to file a return. To be very fair, how can I? इतनी पेशेंस ही नहीं है कि उसको यूटिलिटी भर के वो कंप्यूटर सॉफ्टवेयर देख के भरूं. मुझे नहीं आती. लेकिन जब भी उसको डिफिकल्टी होती है वो मेरे पास ही आता है. सर ये क्या है, ये बता तो दो. सर देखिए. Yeah, I fully agree. I will not be able to learn as much as they can learn from there because they do it with their own hands. I'm not denying. But they don't know the law. We know the law. So we do help each other. We do help each other. It's not that one-man job is not there. It is a team job there. And team job, they always come to me, sir, how to fill it up? What is the law? Then I have to tell them, Look here, loan if not paid within 5 years, you cannot take the new loan and pay it. Understand? So ये point देखिए. Point is, at this age or your age, would you like to file a return? You are not filing. Yeah, that. I am also not meant for that. If I am doing the head job only, they will say he is not grown. He is still filing those returns, I have to be careful, bhai. If he comes to my chamber, if I start filing a return, he says his standard is low. Let's go back. So some junior has to file a return. But junior to be trained by us, sir, only. It's not that I don't know the column, but I don't know how to fill up the column. Sir, I am a non-resident of Delhi. Non-resident of Delhi, NRD. I don't live in Delhi for I live in Delhi for less than 182 days. How will I file a return of clients? I'm NRD, not NRI. I'm non-resident of Delhi. I have 4,293 mementos lying with me by giving lectures all over India. So what should I do? I've told you, NRD is a new concept which I have developed. Living in Delhi less than 182 days. I've been traveling. Yesterday I was in, Indore. Today I'm here. So what should I do? I got satisfaction. They'll fight election. It's a passion. Fighting election is a passion. This is a passion. And I also have a passion to deliver lecture. If I don't get a call from anybody within 1 day or 2 days time, I said, my popularity is gone. Nobody is asking me anything. Sir, this is passion. But there's different passion. People become secretary of the multi-storied complexes. What do? Nothing. But they will fight election again and again. हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं ये इलेक्शन लड़ने वालों को गालियां खाने का शौक है और हमें तालियां खाने का शौक है. फर्क तो वही है तो शौक ही. But वो गाली और वो है. So what I'm trying to explain, passion तो सबके पास होना चाहिए. One should have passion to live the life. हमारी लाइफ यही है. आप लोगों से तालियां मिलती हैं, मिलना मिलता है, तो हमारा पैशन पूरा हो जाता है. आपका पैशन जिसका इलेक्शन लड़ता है, वो भी यही है. वो चला गया ना, CIRC जाए, अच्छा वो SIRC जाएगा इलेक्शन लड़ने. तो मेरा पॉइंट ये है, सर पैशन बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है. लाइफ को जिंदगी में जीना है तो इस तरह ही जीना चाहिए. यू शुड हैव पैशन इन योर लाइफ, व्हाटएवर मे बी. पैशन ऑफ गोइंग फॉर योगा, पैशन ऑफ गोइंग फॉर ए वॉक इन द मॉर्निंग, व्हाटएवर यू हैव, बट यू मस्ट हैव समथिंग विद यू. लाइफ जीने के लिए है, चाहे उम्र को हो जाए. मैं भी 78 months हूँ सर. 78 months एंड आई वर्क 365 days. सो इट्स नॉट दैट. पैशन रखेंगे तो सब कुछ हो जाएगा. थका नहीं हूँ मैं, अभी देख लीजिए. आई एम टॉकिंग. इट्स ओनली द रिस्पॉन्स विच वी गेट फ्रॉम द ऑडियंस पुट्स अ लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी इनसाइड. ये एनर्जी आती है. और हाँ, यस सर.
Sir, I'm asking from the anonymous donations perspective.
Anonymous donation.
Right, because now MILAP will collect donations from multiple donors. Some people give the PAN numbers, some people give the Aadhaar
Whichever
numbers.
PAN numbers are there, they are allowed whatever PAN number are there. If it is not there in their return, because that is brought to return. And if they are not in their return, they will not get credited. Okay. That is the law now. 10 BD is only for this purpose. People who are misusing it. But wait a minute. जिसका डिडक्शन नहीं लेना उसमें 10 BD नहीं भरना है. नो. देखिए, anonymous donation is only for charitable trust. For religious trust there is no anonymous donation. Because भगवान को तो गुप्त दान ही आता है. The God gets only गुप्त दान. वो तो हम मिसयूज करते हैं. He is partner in our life. Whatever happens, even a thief goes to the temple, says, please allow me to take this. Please accept my prayer. I should get big booty from when I am going out. He also goes. We also go to the temple to ask for it. And he said, tathastu. भगवान तथास्तु करता है. चोर को भी तथास्तु, वो भी आदमी को भी मुझे भी तथास्तु करेगा। हमारे यहाँ तो नॉर्थ में वो लेडीज और गर्ल्स हैं, वो 16 सोमवार के व्रत रखती हैं और कहते हैं मेरी शादी करा दे, करा देता है। कहता भुगतना तो तूने है, मुझे थोड़ी भुगतना है। गॉड सेज कर्मों का फल तेरा है। आई हैव गिवन यू माई बेस्ट विशेस, ठीक है तथास्तु। लेकिन गलत कर्म करेगा तू भुगतेगा, अच्छे कर्म करेगा तू भुगतेगा। मुझे कुछ नहीं लेना देना, मेरे सब भक्त हैं। चोर भी भक्त है और मैं, आप भी भक्त है, मैं भी भक्त हूँ। गुजरात में 2% वो दान देते हैं भगवान को इकट्ठा करके, अलाउड है, अनोनिमस है, गुप्त दान है, करोड़ों रुपया चढ़ता है। देयर इज नथिंग इन दैट, अलाउड। इवन वो भी जो हमसे लेके जाते हैं सेटिस्फाइड वाले, वो भी तो कहते हैं मेरा ध्यान रखना, पकड़े ना जाए हम। तो भगवान को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, उसके लिए सारे भक्त हैं। अब भक्त की कैसी की भावना है वो भक्त भूखेगा, मुझे क्या लेना देना। इसलिए anonymous donation in case of religious trust is allowed. But of course charitable, you have to give name, address, PAN number to get benefit of 80G. अब 80G खत्म ही हो जाना है तो फिर कोई जरूरत ही नहीं होगी। मैंने तो सबको कह दिया हटा दो 80G। There was a big trust was getting 40 crore rupees, religious almost, but 80G ले रखा था। I said, how much you get for 80G? 10 lakh. I said, please surrender it. What is this 10 lakh for them? For you, you may be put into difficulty. You are a religious trust, you should not have 80G. 80G is not allowed to a religious trust, it is allowed only to a charitable trust. But people are taken. So better it is, if it is religious, don't take 80G at all, surrender that. It is for donor, not for me. और donor भी आजकल 80G नहीं लेता, वो खत्म हो गया। सैलरी वाले बता तो दिया कि वो जो 80G लेते थे, समझ लिए, अब खत्म हो जाना। 80G will be finished very soon. और यार CSR जब 80G खत्म होगा हम कोई नई चीज ले आएंगे। अभी तो वो इसलिए कहते हैं बड़ा मॉनिटरिंग होती है 80G की इनकम टैक्स में, so we take the benefit of, MCA is taking the benefit of 80G. Now MCA will prescribe its rule. Don't worry, CSR के लिए है, वो भी क्या है, सबको पता क्या है।
Sir,
मेरे को मत पूछो, चलिए आगे।
Sir, in ITR 7, income will be considered on accrual basis, where application will be.
Yes, application on payment basis. Yes,
payment basis.
वो तो law आ गया.
Yeah,
There is explanation to section 11.
Yes, sir. There, what happens out of the opening balance, if we spend anything, again when we filing the ITR 7, it will tell if your application is more than your.
नहीं तो लिखना पड़ता है, वो तो पिछले साल आपने लिख के दिया, this is the ये application disallow किया आपने. You have there is an expenditure which has been disallowed in your return. That expenditure payment has been made next year. It is allowed. It is allowed. It's not a problem. The method of accounting is different. Income tax में क्या depreciation as per income tax, as per company law disallowed, as per income tax allowed. Similarly here, as per accrual basis disallowed, as per payment basis you have taken it. So the balance will be allowed next year. No issue. No issue. People were misusing it. That's why they are doing it.
So even if it gives.
Well, you want to have cash system for both, you can have. You can have cash system for receipt also. Who stops you? You can have cash system, except Section 8 company. Anybody can have cash system. You want to have cash system, you have it. Otherwise, income accrual basis, payment, application payment basis. The law आ गया तो. I can't change the law. चलिए. Any other, sir? Any other issue on charitable trust? Yes. Or after this, any other issue on income tax section 148? 148 नहीं बताऊंगा. चलिए.
Sir, regarding this donations being received for medical treatment, the person does not have money, then he gives a
Taxable.
request, so everybody gives him the
Taxable.
money.
COVID time it was exempt.
Now it is taxable.
Taxable. COVID time it was exempt. If it is that is disaster management, it is exempt. But otherwise, if I give to anybody, it is his income. It is his income. Because it is a gift. It is a gift. But of course, during COVID time and all that, they had given a special benefit that will not be taxable in the hands of the recipient. Whatever given by the employer or maybe by anybody else, it was given exemption only for that period during COVID time. Otherwise taxable.
Thank you.
चलिए. Any other? ट्रस्ट होता ही रिवोकेबल है. क्लोजर कराना है तो यू हैव टू डोनेट ऑल एसेट टू अदर, अदरवाइज क्लोजर नहीं होगा. नहीं तो एवरीथिंग विल बी टैक्सेबल अंडर 115 TD. Dissolution करके within 12 months from the end of the previous year in which we have dissolved, you have to donate all that asset to another charitable registered trust. If you don't do it, entire amount becomes taxable. A 115 TD, market value of all assets minus liability, taxable at 30%. 115 TD, accredited income. Accredited income is market value of all assets minus liabilities minus what for which you have taken exemption, not taken exemption earlier. There may be cases where exemption was not allowed earlier. That is also because you have already paid tax there, minus that. Accredited income, 115 TD. Goes to the government. Yes, President of India. Somebody came to me. Sir, I have 3 schools. All the 3 registered, no doubt. I want to shut down one school and pay tax on that. I said 30% लगेगा. हाँ, I am ready to pay 30%. Okay. But that school will belong to me. मैंने कहा, don't tell me that. It is an irrevocable trust. It is for public at large. If you donate to another trust, I have no issue. Otherwise, you will go to the government of India. वो कहता फिर तो ठीक है, ये रहने दो. Yeah, nah, it is not yours. It is not yours. The Devi Lal Trust of Institution, RV College of Engineering, RV may be anybody, but this does not belong to RV. This is for public at large. It's not for public, it's public at large. It is irrevocable. Either you donate to another trust or pay tax and give it to the government. Charity commissioner is there to take away that money. It's not yours. It's not yours at all. ये कभी सोच मत लेना एक बार दिया तो वो परमानेंट चला गया, आपका नहीं है, irrevocable है. That's why I'm saying. Any other?
Hello.
मत लो फिर भी है, क्या करोगे? कंडोन कराना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो उस डेट से मिलेगा जब आपने अप्लाई किया. तो होगा ही रिजेक्ट. अगर आप फिर दोबारा अप्लाई कर दीजिए. न्यू एप्लीकेशन, न्यू टाइम. पिछला नहीं मिलेगा, पिछला तो अब गया. आप अपील फाइल कर दीजिए उसके अगेंस्ट. If the order has been given to you for rejection, file an appeal, you will get approval. ये नहीं देगा, ITAT दे देगा. वो तो हो जाता है, हो जाएगा. ATG का तो होगा. और बोलिए. हाँ जी.
Hello. Hello.
हाँ
sir. In case of charitable trust, it is having the FCRA registration. It brought some machinery out of the FCRA contribution, and there is some small amount of 10-20,000 rupees left out. Now there is no FCRA contributions being received for last 5 to 6 years, and the FCRA authority cancelled the registration, saying that you have not received and it is not
They will
required.
cancel the registration, but they will tax only that much amount, because future you will not be allowed. The FCRA is only that the money may not come to India for terrorist purposes, for all those wrong things purposes. That's why the FCRA has become stronger. And they don't give FCRA registration unless it is purely genuine. You have not applied it. Earlier, if you are able to show that these were used properly, and now the balance is not used, they can only tax, and you cancel their FCRA for future.
So it is taxable, whatever left out.
Yes, why not? You
So
have not utilized.
machinery it is used as it is.
Machinery used, you must have filed what you call details of that. You must be filing a return of that. FCRA की रिटर्न तो भरी है ना,
yes, sir,
उसमें बताया हुआ है ना, तो फिर क्या दिक्कत है?
Thank you.
फिर क्या दिक्कत है? रिटर्न में दिया हुआ है तो what is the difficulty? वो मिनिस्ट्री है, वो पर्पस डिफरेंट है. ये सिक्योरिटी की रीजन है. Security of India is at danger if you are getting the money from abroad and maybe misusing here for different purposes. इसलिए किया हुआ है FCRA difference.
Sir, this employee gratuity trust, whether they are required to file ITR?
1025, if you are covered, There are two different. One is 26 something. You are not supposed to file a return of even gratuity, provident fund. You don't have to file a return. There is one section 139(4)(c). There the list is given for which you have to file a return. If you are covered there, you have to file. If you are not covered there, you don't have to file the return at all. Section 139(4)(c). There are two sections, 139(4)(a) and 139(4)(c). 139(4)(a) is 11 and 12. 139(4)(c) is all under section 10. And they have given various clauses of section 10 where you have to file a return. And if you are not covered under that, you need not file a return. But people are filing. I don't know why you are filing a return for provident fund. No need to file. Why are you filing a return for approved gratuity fund? There is no requirement to file it. No requirement at all. It is given in 139(4)(c) for which you are allowed to file. Read that 139(4)(c). Section 1025 is not there. It is not there, but people are filing. I said, okay, do it. भाई मना तो कोई कर नहीं सकता, लेकिन requirement नहीं. You read that 139(4)(c), you will get the answer.
Thank you. What about housing
Cooperative society is different. Whichever cooperative, residential housing, if it is only income from members, no need to file a return. If it is the income from person other than members and it exceeds a certain limit, you have to file a return. Interest on bank deposit, holding charges, this, that, you have to file. But whatever you receive from member, you spend on the members, no return. Mutual association, mutual character. Mutual character don't need to file. Income ही नहीं होता, income come from outside. You can't earn income from yourself. Members are you are the members. No. लेकिन अगर आपने बैंक में डिपॉजिट कर रखा है, आपके बंगलोर क्लब का जजमेंट है यहाँ पर सुप्रीम कोर्ट का, उसने क्या किया, बैंक को भी मेंबर बना लिया. कहता बैंक का है, मैंने बैंक में डिपॉजिट करा. वो कहता मेंबर दो कैपेसिटी है, ये मेंबर तो ठीक है यूज कर रहा है फैसिलिटी, जो बैंक में डिपॉजिट करा है वो मेंबर कहाँ है, वो तो नहीं है, तो उसके ऊपर टैक्स लगेगा. Whatever which is coming from other than members, that is taxable. ये बेंगलोर क्लब पड़ी 350 ITR, आपको क्लियर आंसर मिल जाएगा. बेंगलोर क्लब, आपके यहाँ है बेंगलोर क्लब, बड़ा अच्छा है, सुना है, कोई लेके नहीं गया मुझे क्या पता. चलिए आगे. चलिए.
Sir,
anything not related to it doesn't matter. Okay.
Sir, in case of residential welfare association, so interest is taxable, you are telling, at what rate? Interest income is taxable, you are telling, at what rate? MMR or normal rate?
Are you a registered charitable society? What is your constitution? Cooperative?
No,
or
it's a
non-cooperative?
society.
Society taxable at slab rate. Cooperative society is cooperative rate. अगर cooperative society है तो वो जाएगा cooperative society के अंदर 112 बोले. But अगर आप ये हैं,
but here the technical issue is there.
Technical issue is already there. They are charging at 30%, which is wrong. You read 167B.
Okay.
And 157B has excluded cooperative society and society registered under Society Registration Act. Read 167.
But you told on Supreme Court decision, no, sir.
अरे आप पढ़िए तो सही 167B, you will get the answer.
In the Supreme Court decision also, it's saying that so interest income is taxable at MMR like that.
MMR only when you don't give the details.
Okay.
If the share is specified, there is no problem.
Okay.
No problem. You read 167B, you will get the answer.
Yeah. But while filing the ITR 5, so
ITR 5 asks for certain things.
Yeah.
And if you have to give the proof of registration under the Society Registration Act, then they may give the benefit of that, but the computer is not giving, they are charging 30%.
Even one question it will ask, whether any member...
अरे तो अभी तो सरचार्ज का फर्क है, मैक्सिमम मार्जिन रेट में सरचार्ज कौन सा लगेगा, 37% और 10, 15, 25, 35, 37.
Even in that...
no, they are giving 37, it should be slab rate.
No, if any member income exceed maximum...
Sir, they have agreed that it should be slab rate, but computer has put it a different way. First, I wrote in my book 37%. CPC was giving slab rate. They read my book, they have changed it to 37%. I found out that it is wrong, I am giving you the different person. Now what can I do? There are views where we may differ. but it is not 37. It is slab rate. Because now 115BAC says income of a individual HUF firm, AOP, BOI are taxable at this slab rate. वो कहाँ से आ गया वो वाला AOP, BOI 3 lakh वो अगला पोल तो इसलिए.
But STR schema is not allowing to me to file the return.
Sir, there are many mistakes in CPC. There are many mistakes in my book. There are many mistakes in department also. We have to fight for it and then we get the benefit. अभी मैंने 7 issue बता दिए from 1 issue from the capital gain by inserting क्या second provision. Second provision ने 7 issue बताए ना. No answer is here yet. They will give the answer. We'll see what is it. So somebody was asking here. हाँ. If it is treated as income and you have given the source, there are so many judgments now, you will be given relief. But if you are not able to prove the person who has given, अगर बिल से गुड्स बेचा है, कुछ नहीं होगा. बहुत जजमेंट आ गई. गुड्स बेचा तो हो जाएगा, लेकिन ये लॉयर ने अपनी इनकम जमा करी है, तो क्लाइंट के नाम तो दे. होगा, या आपने भी करी है, तो नाम तो दीजिए किससे आया है. अगर वो प्रूफ हो जाएगा तो अलग कर. हो रहा है. Benefit is given by the ITAT. हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया. हाई कोर्ट डिसीजन है ना, है, तभी तो दे रहे हैं ITAT. दिल्ली का है. They are giving all benefit to this. वो तो खत्म हो गया समझ. क्या करें? परक्विजिट है तो मैं क्या करूं? वैल्यू ऑफ बेनिफिट और परक्विजिट. अरे कैसा कर रहे हैं कि आपके पास 2 सर्कुलर दे दिए उन्होंने और आप सर्कुलर देख के भी नहीं पढ़ना चाहते तो मैं क्या करूं? सर मिसयूज हो रहा था. ये प्रैक्टिकल बताऊंगा जब आप फैक्ट्स लाएंगे, ऐसे नहीं होगा. पर इसमें अप टू द ग्रेट एक्सटेंट इट हैज बीन सॉल्व्ड. आई एम टेलिंग. चलिए, एनी अदर सर?
Sir, one question on capital gain.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
When there is a swapping of shares between
It's
companies.
exchange. Huh? It's exchange. Exchange क्या होता है? I have a property in Delhi, you have a property in Bangalore, we exchange it. Will it be taxable or not? You are both vendor and vendee. You are both buyer and seller. And you are also buyer and seller. अगर स्वैप हुआ जो रूल्स के हिसाब से भी वाले हैं, उसको अलग बात है. आपस में बैठ के स्वैप करोगे, it is going to be taxed. You are vendor and vendee both. Exchange. अरे ट्रांसफर इंक्लूड सेल, एक्सचेंज, relinquishment, extinguishment, compulsory acquisition, conversion of capital, ये सारा ट्रांसफर की डेफिनेशन है. तो व्हाट इज एक्सचेंज? इज नॉट एन एक्सचेंज? एक्सचेंज. वो आंसर अपने हिसाब से चाहते हैं जो मेरे पास है नहीं. अगर प्राइवेट स्वैप है, अगर वो लीगली अलाउड है, देन इट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग.
एक्सक्यूज मी.
अरे यहाँ तक क्या एक ने अपनी डीपी से मैट अकाउंट था, दूसरे मैट अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर कर दिया, उसको भी टैक्स लगा दिया. You had one DP account, you transferred, you opened another DP account and transferred all these share from here to this. This is exchange. What is this exchange यार? This is अपना बड़ा अकाउंट एक दूसरे एक बैंक अकाउंट से दूसरे बैंक अकाउंट में जाएगा तो क्या ये टैक्स लग जाएगा? ये उन्हें लगा दिया. उसके लगाने से क्या है? But understand करेंगे ना? There are 2 persons involved. In my case, when I have opened from one to the another, is 1 person involved. It is my account. I have opened 1 account or 2 account or 3 account. Where is income should be earned from other person. मैं अपने आप से तो इनकम नहीं कमा सकता. मैंने एक डीपी से दूसरी डीपी में कर दिया तो इनकम कहाँ से हो गई? वो लगा दिया उसने भाई ने. क्या करूँ? ये चीजें अलग है. बट इन योर केस, इफ इट इज अ रियल स्वैप, इट इज एन एक्सचेंज.
From one company, from subsidiary company to parent
वो
company.
50 CA भी लग सकता है अगर वो वाला है मार्केट वैल्यू पे. परचेज भी मार्केट वैल्यू, सेल भी मार्केट वैल्यू. बिकॉज 56 to 10 भी लगता है. Purchase and sale market value. हाँ जी बोलिए बेटा, कोई है?
Yes sir.
Yes, yes.
So this is a case of partnership where partnership having a land. So there is a reconstitution taken place such a way that old partners have retired and new partners.
Let them retire. Don't give anything to them more than.
No, the thing has happened like for the market value of the land.
If you are giving only the capital outstanding to the person who are retiring and not giving anything extra, there is nothing which will happen because tax has to be paid by the firm. The assets are still with the firm.
Yes, but
No transfer is done.
but
So
there
nothing.
is a relinquishment deed. Say that.
Relinquishment कुछ नहीं होता. Firm, I have a land, I have given it to the firm. There is no registration. But once it is shown in the balance sheet of the firm, it is of the firm's, and I have been credited with that amount. Relinquishment is not required. Firm में कोई relinquishment नहीं होता.
No, old partners are.
Go on, let them go. New partners have come, let them come. Firm is there.
Yeah.
Tax has to be paid by the firm. Any asset transferred.
No, actually the tax is not paid by the firm. During the relinquishment deed, the old partners has disclosed.
Where is the relinquishment deed required? मुझे यही नहीं समझ में आता. Retirement deed होना चाहिए. Relinquishment क्या हुआ?
For the property.
It's a retirement deed. What is property? Property the firm की है. Relinquishment नहीं है. वो partner के नाम पर होगी. इसलिए वो relinquish करके कह दिया मेरा नहीं है ये firm की है. Relinquishment is not there. Sir, property cannot be purchased in the name of the firm. It has to be purchased through the partner. Because firm is a fictitious person. कभी फर्म में प्रॉपर्टी नहीं होती, एचयूएफ की प्रॉपर्टी नहीं होती, कर्ता और मेंबर की होती है. इधर थ्रू पार्टनर्स यू बाई, फंड्स बिलोंग टू द फर्म एंड यू शो इन द बैलेंस शीट ऑफ फर्म. तो फर्म में अगर है तो वो फर्म की है. अगर कोई चला गया और कोई आ गया, बट इफ यू हैव नॉट पेड एनीथिंग एक्स्ट्रा टू देम, देयर इज नो टैक्स. पैन नंबर फर्म का होता है. पार्टनर जाता है, पार्टनर अपना भी देता है, फर्म का भी पैन नंबर देता है व्हेन रजिस्ट्री होती है. ही सेड पार्टनर ऑफ दिस फर्म, पार्टनर पैन नंबर दिस, ऑफ दिस फर्म पैन नंबर दिस. रजिस्ट्री फर्म के नाम नहीं होती, पार्टनर के नाम पे होती. फर्म कैनॉट बी, यू कैनॉट रजिस्टर इन द नेम ऑफ फर्म, इट इज थ्रू द पार्टनर. वो रेलिंक्विश इसलिए ले लिया होगा, कल वो कहते मेरे नाम की थी तो उन्होंने रेलिंक्विश करके लेटर ले लिया. But that has nothing to do with that. It is the firm's property.
If by any way firm has not paid the tax for that, whatever the market value has been given
They
to
need
them.
not pay the tax if the property still remains with the firm. Have they paid any extra thing to the retiring partner?
Yes.
If they have given, the tax ho gaya. You will have to tell why you have given extra. If their money due is 5 lakh and you are giving 15 lakh, the question will be asked, why did you? A is equal to B, that is sum of money, plus asset, minus capital outstanding. If the money paid is 10, capital outstanding is 5, why did you pay 5 lakh extra? Maybe for goodwill, maybe for any appreciation of the asset, maybe for anything else. That 5 lakh will be taxable in the hands of the firm.
Okay.
And then you will have to tell for what purpose. And if that purpose is given, then you will get the deduction when you sell that asset later. Form 5C भरना पड़ता. तो ये law है. Till
Earlier, if it is tax is not paid, then in the future it.
The tax you will have to pay if you pay extra. If you pay extra to the partner, tax will be paid by the firm. You cannot pay even 1 rupee extra. A is capital gain is equal to B. B is sum of money plus C, value of the asset if given to him, minus D, capital outstanding. If D is more, no problem. If D is less, why did you pay extra? The extra is only because of some reason, and reason you have to give, and that is some depreciable asset, some goodwill, some what you call intangible asset, or appreciation the property which is left in the firm. Property the firm में रह गया ना, तो वो इसका appreciation मांग रहा है, मैं जा रहा हूँ, मुझे दो इसका appreciation. So you are giving it, तो उसमें tax दो. Who is paying? Firm. 45.4.
Yes.
It's not the partner, firm pays it. No, you are not gifting. No, ये change of hands होता है. वो तो हर जगह होता है. पहले कंपनी में नहीं होता था. शेयर होल्डर बदल जाते हैं. शेयर होल्डर्स keep on changing. But we have put a restriction on shareholder. The share will be transferred at 50 CA market value. That's why we have put it.
Correct. So
we used to transfer the share. New shareholder आ जाते थे, old चले जाते थे. हम तो 10 रुपए में ही दे देते थे. कहते ना.
So
market value पे देना पड़ेगा.
So firm can be used as a
Yes, people are doing it. Where is the harm? Tax has to be paid by the firm, not by you. And firm is still there. Whenever they sell, they'll be. ठीक है, वो चले गए, वो आ गए. Tax planning tool नहीं होना चाहिए. एक साल में एक जाना चाहिए. हाँ, ये तो आपको पता है, मैंने थोड़ी की है. हाँ, हाँ, हाँ रिन्यूअल करना था नहीं किया, कंडोनेशन ले लो।
Not replied to the notices issued by the commissioner.
हाँ तो फिर कंडोनेशन मांग लो ना आप,
commissioner has
नहीं तो
cancelled.
गया कैंसल,
the
प्रोविजनल भी कैंसल।
Yes, sir. Now, do we need to go for appeal? Sir, appeal. Provisional
अपील
decision-
अपील कहाँ होगा? Mistake is yours. Appeal is there is no order. Has he has rejected the
Yes, sir,
registration.
Yes, sir. Yes.
He has not cancelled. Cancelled registration is the order. Rejection of is not an order. Rejection is you have not satisfied the condition.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's not an order.
Sir,
No.
So then
Sir.
what is the course, sir? Course, you need
Ah.
Sir, in regard to JDA, sir, in regard to JDA, landowner, landowner, so value of benefit, the measured builder cost or guidance will?
You have entered into a JDA.
Yes, sir.
45(5)(a).
Yes, sir.
You have entered, you have given the possession.
Yes.
Cost is your land, the entire land.
Yeah.
Even if you have taken 25% back or 50% back, no. Transfer full land.
Yeah.
Then take 50%, 25%,
Yeah, share,
land
share.
stamp duty value plus structure stamp duty value minus the cost of the land. Index, up to index है ही नहीं, cost of the land.
Yes, sir.
That is the law. अपना share का भी देना पड़ेगा.
100%.
You have given your share full.
Yeah.
Although you are owner of 50%, you have given. No, you give 100%.
Of the land.
Take 50% back.
50%.
And 50 का वो जो नया stamp duty value लेना पड़ेगा. You did not sell it. But 45(a) says you have to take the fair market value at that property on the date when completion certificate is issued. उस पे land और building दोनों की value लेनी. Minus the total land given by you. आपने कहा 50% मेरा, 50% तेरा.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you have given possession. Law says you have given 100%. Now you have taken back 50% with land and building. ये होना है. पहले ऐसा नहीं था. पहले हम जितना पोर्शन देते थे उतना पोर्शन ट्रांसफर होता था और बाकी उसकी मार्केट वैल्यू स्टैम्प ड्यूटी वैल्यू लेकर कैपिटल गेन निकालते थे. 45(5) है ये नहीं कहता. वो कहता है नो, full land given, part of the land plus building taken.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
45(5).
Sir, in a charitable organization, they are doing microcredit loan facilities to underprivileged people.
Relief to the poor.
Relief to the poor.
Yeah, allowed.
They are charging interest because.
Oh, no problem, relief to the poor.
But the department is
Charging
rejecting
less
the.
interest. Department तो कहते ही है हमेशा. उसका काम है कहना. Judgments हैं बहुत. बंधन बैंक यही करता रहा पहले अपने जमाने में. करते allowed है.
But the department is cancelling the registration.
Judgment है. डाली हुई अब डाल लेना. Micro loans पे judgment है. By charitable trust treated as a relief to the poor.
The department is taking a stand that you are charging
Department
higher
will always
interest.
take a stand भाई. वो IIT दिल्ली का होगा, आप कहेगा वो भाई बॉम्बे का है, ये बेंगलोर का है. Department will always take a charge. कुछ तो उनको करने दो यार. और आपको भी काम मिल रहा है, क्या बात है? Then department will take it. ऐसा होता है.
Sir.
Sir. Yes. So regarding this assessment of search cases.
Assessment of?
Search.
Search cases.
Yeah, yeah.
New, old.
Old. Erstwhile. I mean.
मैंने कहा 148 में नहीं करूँगा.
No, not 148.
No, 148 में था.
153.
New तो अभी आया है. 153 तो उससे पुराना था.
No, that's what under 153A.
सर उसी से रिलेटेड है, मैं नहीं बोलूँगा. डिपार्टमेंट के अगेंस्ट कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा. 153A बाद में 148 आया, 147. अब बाद में अब नया आ गया 115B. So don't ask me about that. Ask me anything else. अरे सुबह ही कंडीशन लगा दी थी. No question of 148.
Sir, one joint development agreement entered in 2016.
Huh?
One joint development agreement entered
That
in 2000.
that time was not there 45(5)(a).
Yeah.
Then you can go to the old law.
Okay. But not declared in income tax return. What the option now?
यार ये मेरी गलती है. कहो मैं बताता हूँ. ये tell them I had given this land only for the purpose of construction. Possession was still with me. You have an agreement. Now when the building is completed, I am handing over that flat to him against what he has done for me. तो capital gain आज लग जाएगा.
Now he got the share of flats. Now he sold the property in the.
हाँ है, मुझे नहीं पता. मैं इधर देख रहा हूँ, उधर देख रहा हूँ. Where is the person concerned? Okay, okay.
So now
Sir,
we
you
sold
are relaxing, I am standing, I am not able to see. Tell me.
So now we sold the properties in 2023-24.
When did he get the possession?
In 2020.
अभी ले लो ना possession.
Now I can declare that for income tax purpose.
Sir, देखिए मैंने आपको बताया 16 का बना है. That point 45A was not there.
Okay.
There is two law. If the possession is given, but the agreement was not registered, it is not a transfer. Balbir Singh Maini, Ranjita Kaur, Supreme Court. Read that, you'll get the answer. Balbir Singh Maini, M-A-N-I. M-A-I-N-I, Maini. Read that.
Sir, can you tell something about HUF where the...
अरे बेटा बहुत थक गया मैं. 5:45, I have to go and to Delhi also, travel all the way. What do you want? A specific answer I'll give you.
Sir, as a person who is a doctor, can he do his professional income in HUF?
No.
Some people
HUF
are
is done by
advising like
individual
that,
or firm, not by karta. But he can employ a person and do any doctor and can do that activity, but he should not do that.
But they are doing like that, sir.
हाँ आप तो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट भी कर रहे हैं.
Who are advising them?
There is a form of chartered accountant of HUF. How can they do it? They can't do it. कर रहे हैं तो आप लोगों ने सजेस्ट कर दिया गलत.
हम नहीं
तो किसी ने तो किया ही है.
किया है.
डॉक्टरों को क्या पता? गलत.
Bank people have
अरे
given.
make somebody else as a karta. Anybody can be a karta. You need doctor karta हो जाए. Anybody can else be a karta.
He has been advised by the banker, open a
Banker
HUF
को क्या
account.
पता? You don't do one thing.
That is what I
Change the karta.
They just
Anybody who is above 18 years and who is the co-partner can become karta.
Can he be? It should be married or unmarried?
Not at all, anything. Married, unmarried, doesn't matter. Daughter can also be a karta. Married, unmarried, 18-year-old minimum. Major can be a karta. All of the members should decide that we are making this person as a karta, not by convention. Senior most जरूरी नहीं है. karta बदल दो. karta चाहे कुछ भी नहीं करता, करता फिर भी करता ही होता है. तो करता बदलना पड़ेगा. और बाकी डॉक्टर को आप रेगुलेशन भी दे सकते हो क्योंकि वो काम कर रहा है. HUF ने he should not be there as करता. He should not be. चेंज कर दो ना. क्या देर लगता है करता बदलने में. प्लीज चेंज दैट. करता. उसकी वाइफ को करता नहीं बन सकती. Wife cannot be a karta.
He is not
Daughter
married.
or son can be a karta.
He is not married and they made HUF to him.
शौका को शादी कराएगा तब भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. चाइल्ड को अडॉप्ट कर ले. अडॉप्टेड चाइल्ड इज ए को-पार्टनर. और मैं क्या बोलूं? अब वो सारी चीजें इज नॉट मैरिड बट ही वांट टू एंजॉय. हाउ कैन हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली देयर विदाउट अ मैरिज? आई कांट अंडरस्टैंड. There should be need to have two person to be form an HUF. HUF Hindu undivided. Where is undivided? He is himself. We have seen a Muslim having a Hindu undivided family. I have seen. He is a Muslim, he is a Hindu undivided family. I said, how can you have a Hindu undivided family? So same thing, single person having Hindu undivided family. What is undivided there? क्या लॉ बनता है मुझे नहीं समझ में आता. कहती शादी ही नहीं हुई और कह रही HUF हो गई. ये कैसे हो सकता है? उसे को चाइल्ड अडॉप्ट करते हैं, वो भी 17 साल से नीचे वाला. यू कांट अडॉप्ट ए चाइल्ड अबव 17 ईयर. दिस इज हिंदू अडॉप्शन एक्ट. चाइल्ड भी 17 साल से नीचे वाला अडॉप्ट होता है लीगली. इलीगल तो माना ही नहीं जाएगा. पता कर लो, शायद उसका कोई. मैं कुछ बोलना नहीं चाहता. इलेजिटिमेट चाइल्ड हो तो वो भी चाइल्ड माना जाता है. इलेजिटिमेट चाइल्ड इज ऑल्सो ए चाइल्ड एज पर द लॉ. चलिए आगे बोलो.
HUF का इनकम बनाने के लिए हस्बैंड, HUF का इनकम बनाने के लिए हस्बैंड
बनाने के लिए
हाँ
और क्या करूं?
HUF
गिफ्ट ले ना.
नहीं सर, प्रॉपर्टी था उसका डाइवर्शन ऑफ इनकम एट सोर्स कर दिया तो रेंटल HUF में
ना. डाइवर्जन ऑफ इनकम एट सोर्स मानेगा ही नहीं कोई. क्लबिंग होता है. HUF में अपनी प्रॉपर्टी जब देता है, सेल्फ एक्वायर्ड प्रॉपर्टी इनटू द हॉचपॉच ऑफ HUF, द इनकम फ्रॉम दैट प्रॉपर्टी इज टैक्सेबल इन द हैंड्स ऑफ द ट्रांसफर. 64(2) लग जाएगा. पर कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. सिर्फ इनकम ही टैक्स होगी ना. उससे फर्दर इनकम आएगी वो टैक्स नहीं होगा. वो कर सकते हैं. ओनली इनकम इज टैक्स. इनकम और इनकम इज नॉट क्लब्ड. तो करने के तरीके बहुत है सर. पैसे लाओ वो भी हो जाएगा. पैसे होने चाहिए, प्लानिंग तो हो जाती है. चलिए आगे. हम तो क्या करते हैं, वो HUF का जो इनकम आती है वो उसमें लेते हैं जो टैक्स फ्री इनकम. टैक्स फ्री इनकम क्लब होगी और उससे जो फर्दर इनकम आएगी वो क्लब होगी. You invest in government bond, tax free bond. Suppose मेरे को 4 करोड़ आया, मैंने tax free bond में लगा दिया, exempt है, exempt है तो क्लबिंग में भी exempt है. तो 4 करोड़ रुपये पड़ा है, उससे जो इंटरेस्ट आया उसको फर्दर इंटरेस्ट में दो, उसके टैक्स में वो तो हो जाएगा HUF में. पॉसिबिलिटी है ये चीज. हाँ जी, अब चलूं? चलिए सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर द पेशेंट. थैंक यू. अब तो टाइम हो गया, वो तो 6 बजे कह रहा, 6 बजा दिए मैंने. अरे जो देना दो बेटा. मैडम लता जी, मुझे पता वो देंगे और मैं जाऊंगा. वो थक गए, मैं नहीं थका था, देख लो. They all went away. अरे ठीक है ना, you have to stand and say I am there only. Don't worry. एक ही बात है यार, 1 मिनट लगेगा. अरे यार.
Members, it was 3 hours or more than 3 hours session taken by Girish Ahuja sir. Definitely it was a fantastic session. None other than him can answer other than whatever topics was designated. Big round of applause for him. Can I request our chairman, Pramodar Hegde, to come over and then hand over the memento. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Keep supporting Bangalore branch. Thank you.